Welcome to this spooky episode of Changeling, the Dreaming Hearts of Fire, Chapter 8. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Dee, you are on the chopping block this week to give us our synopsis. Why don't you go ahead and do that if you don't mind?
Okay, Varix and Gale boned.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Get that out of the way.
Most important tidbit.
Yes.
Monica was trying to hurry the whole game. I was listening to it last night, and she was trying to hurry the whole game. Like, yep, nope, never mind. I'm good. Back to the house.
Nope, I've got nothing I want to do, actually. I'm absolutely totally fine. What's happening over there? So.
Yep.
So, yep, that's out of the way.
That happened. I think they decided
So now we have our post-nut clarity. What happened there?
He's like, I'm going to go hunt for clues.
Yes.
I'm ready now.
So he searched. But they did boink in Grace's bed. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
That's also an important tidbit.
Yucky.
Yep. So Varix is searching the house for the smoking gun for Sally.
Mm-hmm.
He found a bag with Giselle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Giselle's initials on it. In the bag was a book. It was written in code that looked like it might have been referencing the ritual that was attempted to perform to bring the Fomorian back. So it's not necessarily a smoking gun, but I think it was last episode described as bullets beside the smoking gun.
Mm-hmm.
So he got that. If anybody asked, he broke in on his own. Gale didn't let him in. But we don't know that. So if anybody asks us, we're like, I don't know. He probably fucking broke in. I don't know. Pretty on brand for Varix. I think him and Gale decided that they're just friends with benefits right now.
Yes.
I think.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
She decided that, and he said okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I'm just going to let her, sort through that.
Okay, let her deal with her.
She's got,
Yeah. Okay. So that is what happened with that. Pamela, in the meantime, was like, you know what? I need some Halloween decorations. So she got an Uber, went to go pick up some decorations, ran into Kyle, and he was being super sus and weird. Everybody else in the store was kind of being weird with her too. And then as she was leaving, some little kid was like, look, it's the murder lady, mama. And she's like, the fuck? So she goes to Kyle's and is like, what the fuck's going on? And Kyle's like, well, it's just a rumor. You know, it looked like Chuck got stabbed in the back and da-da-da. You know, and she's like, well, you're a fucking dumbass because I literally almost got sacrificed because I'm too nice. So why the fuck do you think I killed somebody? And he's like, well, when you put it like that, yeah, we are kind of stupid. And
That's what he said.
exactly like that.
well, he should have, because it was dumb as hell. But then it came out that the reason Chuck did, get is because Morgan lost control over that. So they don't really know what a knuckle V is. They just, I don't know. He accused Morgan of trying to be a power behind the throne, which is actually almost dumber than thinking that Pamela is a murderer because Morgan's not that smart. So we really don't know he said he was going to set the record straight, but then Pamela was like, you're just dividing everybody. So we don't really know what the fuck he's going to do. He seemed to kind of calm down though after he talked to her, and then he tried to loan her, a car, a Volkswagen Beetle. And then she blew the transmission out.
Immediately.
Yes.
Oopsies.
Oops. So that's getting fixed. He dropped her off home. She put up the decorations. And Morgan and Sally came back because they had been picking up chicken burritos and going to Eureka Live.
Mm-hmm.
And Sally was like, well, either Lady Grace is going to sell you upriver or you can sell Lady Grace upriver. So what's it going to be? And this is really the wrong person to be having this conversation with because Morgan is just kind of like, I just hit people. Literally somebody's like, go hit this and I hit it. That sounds bad. But
Derek's is kind of like that, too.
Eric's is a lot like that, too.
Yeah, literally shipped it to reality.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, and then off recording, we said Julio was moving into the Reverie.
Mm-hmm.
because he can just do handyman shit, and Morgan's going to forego any pay from the Reverie to cover like living costs and shit like that. Because I mean, with her business expanded, like she's pretty much living off that anyway.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I think that's pretty well it. Except for
Oh shit! How the fuck?
we did
Yeah,
wind the clock forward to
A week later.
And Morgan hacked the weird people's.
By hacked, you mean you typed in the most common
Yes, I did.
password and figured it out.
Okay, I had 3 dice and I got 3 successes with a willpower. Okay, so she got in and she figured out that these dumb fucks are fucking around and trying to bring a spirit back from freaking oblivion. Like the old school, like, seance shit. So literally, they're going to have a specter running around in a flesh suit if these fuckers get their way.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I think that's it.
Yep. And they're planning on doing that at the
Crescent Hotel.
Yes, at their Halloween jamboree. That they're having.
Yes, yes.
Correct. Tomorrow night. All right. That's a pretty good synopsis. We begin our story with a very pissed off Pamela, maybe embarrassed. Because the noise of sexual gratification by multiple parties in multiple rooms in your establishment.
They're that horny?
How
They
many
just popped
how many rooms have I joined?
It seems like they may be having like little orgies.
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
Pamela's sitting outside.
Okay.
She didn't want to hear this.
I thought for a second.
I'm sipping tea.
He's going through the hallways like,
And
yes.
it becomes no
Passing
real
out
necessary that this is probably an excuse for a lot of these weirdos to have
swing?
weirdo sex and swing.
Oh my god.
And be all mysterious and practice, sex magic with a K.
What the fuck? Okay, Pamela's trying not to throw up outside.
What the fuck is accurate?
Morgan has resumed her morning sickness,
Yeah.
even though it's evening and is puking almost uncontrollably.
Pamela's very nervous and sitting outside.
Varix is offering to
make sure it's-
photograph.
Yeah, I'm asking
Y'all need
if
some
any.
water?
Yeah, you guys need any towels?
Oh
It's a little slippery in there.
And that's probably good, and that actually probably goes a long way for the Reverie because these two are having none of it, And,
Someone needs to take care of it.
and Pamela's probably flush beat red
Yes.
the whole night.
I'm just gonna garden tonight. I know it's midnight, but
Oh yeah.
Eventually it dies down about 1 in the morning.
ew.
But
Photograph.
yeah.
Did you at
But-
least make the business any money?
And then Varix, you can come out and tell them it's over if you would like.
Okay.
Or Dan will too. He's like, it's done. They're done rubbing on their parts.
Please stop, Dan.
It was very gross.
Why did you watch?
It looked like cans of biscuits being opened in a room. And smashing the door together. It was. Is that what you do with the blue one? I
Do
know
you,
you.
do you really want to know the
No, I
answer to that
don't.
question?
I don't.
Why did you ask that?
Curiosity. It killed the crow and the raven. Shut up now. I'm gonna go take a bird bath. I think I
Probably
need
gonna
it.
need to burn all of these towels.
I have to clean up all those rooms.
Don't get a blacklight, Pamela.
Why would I?
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's just ass and juices everywhere.
Oh. My poor house.
Oh, they didn't break anything.
Oh, that's good.
No, they
Yeah.
did screw a swing into the ceiling.
No!
I don't know what that was for.
You do know what that's for, Dan. Even I know what that's for. And I will take it out of their deposit.
I would.
Yeah, I think they might have already summoned that stuff because I saw some ghostly ectoplasm all over the walls.
I don't know why you'd go to such a place, and that if you're hunting ghosts, that's going to make all the ghosts leave. They want to be here.
Sure. Well, actually, it kind of seems like a ghost would want to see it because they wouldn't have the opportunity, you know? They might
I
miss it.
don't know. If I was a ghost, I'd have run away from that.
Mm.
If they were beautiful people, sure. But
Oh,
these are some folks. I'm not judging their lifestyle. They can do what they want. But no, I am judging their lifestyle. I can't be that progressive, even if we are in Eureka. I cannot abide by it. The crystal, you may want to burn the crystal too.
They did not go into our room.
Someone was kind of drunk and walking around, and
that's
the
disgusting.
crystal's in one of the other rooms now.
Okay, now it's a crime.
And it's
So you might want to retcon that if that's where you're going with this. And I'm going to call the cops.
I'm joking with you.
Morgan had
Dan,
her
I'm gonna
hand
call
out on
the
the
cops on
phone.
you.
it smells like a butthole.
I would have stopped
too.
them if they had done that.
How?
No, he just has his mischievous bird grin.
I mean, he could fear him.
But we all know that crystal, they would have if they'd have seen it.
I mean,
They probably brought their own, Dan.
Yes, they did. It wasn't
we'll ask
crystalline
Gail
though.
how her sales are tomorrow.
No, let's not ever talk about this again.
Yeah,
And I don't want any biscuits for breakfast.
their crystals look
Don't make
weird.
any,
I think
Pamela.
I think they dropped their crystals in like some mud or something.
oh,
Stop. Let's move on. Let's move on with our lives.
You brought it up, Dan.
Okay. I made myself sick. I'm sorry, Pamela. I'll help you clean tomorrow.
How are you going to do that?
Bird magic.
I hope so. I hope you got a lot.
I'll need a lot. Yes, they don't get their deposits back for the rooms. $400 each in my book.
they're gonna have to get we're gonna have to get all new comforters.
All new beds. I'm not putting anyone in there. Pamela wasn't either. But you're gonna clean up from the deposits alone. There's a good news. It'll probably offset your costs for the last month that's been so tight alone, Pamela. That's that. That's nice.
But at what cost?
Well, I'll tell them something if you want me to. I'll put on my cop hat and I'll go up there and tell them they were naughty. And
I don't think you're gonna get the response you want if you do that.
okay, well, we can all go back to bed now, though. I suggest we do.
Okay.
It's a new day. Pamela, what are you doing? Are you cooking food for these people?
Unfortunately.
You're going on with life even though...
I'm trying not to look them in the eye.
Yeah. And they're not trying to look you in the eye either. It seems like they're aware that, you know...
Maybe a little tip clue.
They do, actually. They actually leave tips on the table, which isn't normally what you expect at your B&B. Usually it's all inclusive, and you probably make a couple $100 that morning.
Nice.
So there is that. But anyway, they eat their breakfast, they get ready, and they all head over to go to the Crescent for the day so the jamboree can begin. You are all left with a, group of people that they'll be back tonight, but, they all left do not disturb signs on their rooms, though. So there is that. They're not
We're
requesting.
breaking into all of them.
You're breaking into all of them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
how are we going to stop this?
Well, if
What
it's a
are we
do
gonna
not disturb sign, that generally means they don't want you to clean it.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we can't snoop.
I mean, we could technically
I'm
send.
not getting in there, though.
I mean, we could send Dan in to see if he can see
They
anything.
probably brought all their supplies to the Crescent, so there's no point.
I mean, I kind of think that too. I mean, we already know.
And remember, this was just a group of people of overflow.
Yes.
The main body of these people is completely reserved at the Crescent.
Oh.
And this may, as you're starting to realize, all of you, this may be the group of people that they didn't want
In
to
the
stay
group-
in the group at the Crescent. They seem a little more of the misfits, maybe even than the creepy guy Damien that you spoke with on the phone that reserved a lot of rooms.
So these are like the people that are.
These are the rejects.
Oh Lord. And are okay. I think the important thing is that how can ideally get them not to even start this ritual. If we can not even have a specter summoned.
Well, I'm going to the Crescent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Crescent and I'm going to talk to these people.
Okay,
What are you going to say?
I mean, he was the one handing them water and towels and shit. So, I mean, I guess he can show them photo proofs. I saw what was on that camera.
I can sweet talk and gaslight and lie and manipulate. I'm going to go there. I'm going to talk to him and I'm going to say, hey, what are you guys doing here? Oh, that's crazy. Hey, check this out. And then maybe I'll do something and freak him out. Or just tell him, like, it's a really stupid idea and use dream logic and make him go, oh, that was a really dumb idea.
All right. I guess I should stay in case they come back. Because, I mean, I have guests. I can't really go.
I'm going with Varix. Because maybe I can talk shop with them and...
Or if this thing gets summoned, you're going to have to fight it.
This is also true.
So, you do hit shit. I'll point at it and you can hit it.
Yeah, I don't know if setting it on fire would work. So I don't know if I should even...
Well, if it gets in a human host, Pamela.
Alright, I'll go.
You can help at least.
Yeah. I don't want to send you guys there.
Do we need to message the rest of the Cathane to maybe steer clear of the Crescent?
Probably a good idea.
It's just gonna...
I don't know. Pamela, what do you think? You're the leader?
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to hear from me.
I mean, you're
If
the
they
leader.
still think I'm the killer lady, they're going to think I'm doing a sacrifice there.
You can't win with them. They want you to lead, but if you don't lead, or because you feel like you're protecting them, they'll get all paranoid. I don't know.
Exactly. That's why I'm wondering if it would be better to just deal with this on our own. If I do tell them and someone decides to help and somebody dies, that's yet another strike against all of Eureka.
Maybe just tell them that the jamboree is off limits for Samhain activities.
For what activities?
Glad you asked that. Give me your intelligence plus Greymare. Difficulty 6.
I got 1.
Anybody can roll this.
1.
Okay, that's good. I get to say the same thing to everybody. Everybody rolled 1. You are in Eureka. It's an island unto itself, so you don't really know how wild Samhain can get in some of the bigger areas, the bigger freeholds and the bigger kingdoms. Well, what you do know is that Samhain started as or at least the celebration of it by the Cathane, started as a festival from the Shadow Court. Before the Shadow Court was the Shadow Court.
Okay.
You know, like all caps, the Shadow Court. But what it meant is you get to let your Seelie self out unseelie self out for the night. So tricks, ravagings for glamour, things like that are tended to have a blind eye turned to them on Samhain. It's a chance for you to cut loose, and also if you wanted to tell someone like it is, this is your night to do it.
It's like a changeling purge?
Yeah, airing of grievances. So it's a changeling festivus.
Well, I'm going to have a fucking ball.
I was just saying, you're going to have a blast. I'm pretty sure everyone else is going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Varix, this is probably one of your favorite holidays. But yeah, it's a night for, mischief and the fairy lore of crazy stuff happening in, the old days of magic being in the air and a little thicker. taking shape and prevalence. And it's still no different for the changelings of Eureka.
Pam wants to stay home even more now.
It's Paul is having another kith and kin party. It's probably not going to be the turnout that, now that, his lover is dearly departed. But it's something that, that if you ever felt like, I really need to harvest glamour or want to just get one over on somebody and, do not necessarily wicked things, but get away with stuff I may not normally do in my day-to-day and play your more unseelie side. For example, what's Pamela's unseelie nature?
Pandora.
So curiosity, getting into stuff, finding gossip, looking at things she shouldn't. That would be kind of the things you would be more inclined to get away with. And your unseelie nature,
Beast.
So
it's fight night.
Fighting and scrapping.
And it's it's the manipulative side
right,
too, like playing people against each other.
Yeah. And then how about yours, the unseelie nature for you, which is your predominant, but
is that where would that be?
Legacies.
Outlaw.
Yeah. So
being yourself,
and well, he's unseelie. So doing that more, going and picking pockets or playing your shell games and all that stuff. This is the night that's okay, and that just from a pure mechanic standpoint, you don't tend to suffer those penalties for getting into the stuff that you may not normally the rest of the year. It's like the dreaming allows certain concessions. There are still hard lines in the sand, mind you, but don't go out and kill someone cold iron because Solomon, that type of thing. But yeah, that's kind of the night.
Great, and everybody's mad at me. This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll just text to the thing that I know the jamboree at the Crescent is going to be dangerous tonight. I recommend you stay away. Stay safe. Happy Solomon.
Okay.
Just leave it at that. If people want to know more, I'll tell them. But...
Sure. Okay. There's not really anybody that says anything. You do get from a couple people frowny faces and stuff, but that's
were they gonna go?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's the extent. And you get like the sad, the okay meme, where the guy's got his face down. But surprisingly, you don't get pushback.
All right. I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dress up like an emo sad boy, or whatever I need to do to blend in with these people.
Okay. Emo sad boy wouldn't be a far stretch.
Okay.
You'd probably fit in pretty well, or a black turtleneck, or
I guess I'll put in my occult dressy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you dress like a hippie or way too much black, and you're.
I'm gonna be a bumblebee.
You're gonna dress up like the Blind Melon album cover.
No, only you want that.
It's just funny.
I really wanted
Pamela's
to go.
Not that hip.
What are these people? They're from part of the Order.
The Order. That's what they call themselves.
Do we have an order in Eureka? Like
you do not. You do not. It is one little group that seems to be mostly online.
Got it.
It's an online group that apparently they're having a meetup.
Got it.
That is why, with the successes she got, she realized, Morgan did, that they are way in over their head, that they are basically LARPing, and they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
And then they think it's fun to play with things they don't understand. In our world, it would be like, oh, haha, nothing really happened. In the World of Darkness world, shit's about to get real.
And Damien's the one that made the...
Damien Blackwell, yes.
Blackwell made the reservation. So is it assumed that he might be one of the head guys?
That's a safe assumption.
Okay.
Or, yeah, the head of the outcasts. Head of the orgy group.
Well, he wasn't at this hotel tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, he just made... Okay.
He only made the reservations. Okay. He was at the Crescent.
All right. Which car are we taking?
I guess we'll take...
Fiesta?
No. I'm sorry, little blueberry. No, we'll take the Vespa. In case we have to get a quick getaway. I can always press the button.
Oh. Okay.
Or do you really want to take the car?
I kind of want to take the car.
Okay, we'll take the car.
There's just more room.
And yes, she wears a unicorn black sparkly dress underneath that cape. It does not match. She does not care.
Your link didn't work.
Damn it!
It did work. I got it.
Oh, it's not working for me.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Here you go.
Ooh, that's awesome. Very ska.
Yep. Did you see it, Adam?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Ah,
There you
very
go.
nice.
All right. You put in the effort to find that. I figured I'd show her. All right.
Should we talk to Mike?
What's he gonna know? We don't know what he knows yet.
I mean, this is out of character. Should we talk to Mike? Would Varix think to talk to Mike? You know he's got...
I don't think Varix would.
Okay.
I know he's... I get that he would, but I don't think Varix would be, like, jumping to see him necessarily.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
I want to be like, yo, Mike, I smashed your girl.
It is so
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay, so we'll take Varric's car. We'll take the Fiesta.
Okay. All right. So you are on your way to the Crescent. About this time, after you clean up the house where you can, and make your way to the Crescent, it is about 2 p.m. When you pull up, the parking lot is jam-packed. Cars and cars and cars. License plates from pretty much all over the U.S. People outside having drinks, talking. I mean, the Crescent has been rented by these people. Looks like a party for rich weirdos. It's the Addams Family reunion, if you will.
But not charming.
But not charming. And there's a person out front that is like working as a maitre d', to make sure that people are coming in, and says, well, welcome to the Halloween Jamboree. How can we help you? Are you all on the list?
We look at Varric's because this is your time to shine.
So, we're
So,
looking
yeah,
for the seance.
I'm going to say, like, hold on, give me just a second. I'm racking my brain real quick.
You're
real
fine.
quick. Give me what are our names? Give me some fake names.
I'll be Beatrice.
Beatrice.
I mean, Morgan.
Yeah.
She doesn't lie.
Give me like a cult name.
My name is more of a cult
I know,
name.
but this is just coming from me. This is my head.
Morwenna.
This is my head coming up with it. So
Morgana.
you're not lying about anything.
Yeah, Morgana, yeah.
Morgana, Beatrice, and what's that fucking dark name?
Ebony Ravenway.
Yes.
Monica got it.
Yeah.
Dark name. I just need a dark name.
See, I'm only thinking of Damien, but that's already
I
taken.
know, yeah, Damien's
Draco.
Satanist names.
Oh my god. Beelzebub.
Satan. Lucifer.
Yeah, okay.
Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah,
Lucian.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I want to use I guess it's probably Trick of the Light on the guest list.
Uh-huh.
As I'm telling him, like, yes, my name is Lucian Darkwood. These are my associates.
Oh,
These are my associates, Morgana and Beatrice. You should see us on this guest list.
Well, there are 4 Lucians.
Yes, Lucian Darkwood.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm...
Go ahead and roll your...
Okay, so it's...
A difficulty of... Let's do our maths here.
I have a 3 in actor. Is that going to work? Or do I need to...
Actor...
That's just...
I have a 2.
I have 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on prop, actually.
What's your
2
prop?
is a personal
My
contact.
prop
3
is just
might be
1,
like
but it's a fucking piece of paper.
Yeah.
That would work. Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
prop. That
Okay.
would work.
Prop and then chicanery.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true because... Okay, yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is what I'm calculating right now.
Okay.
You're not using scene or time. Do you have any nightmare dice you have to roll?
I shouldn't. No.
All right. You want to trade any out to make it easier? It's difficulty 8 right now.
Because you don't actually take nightmare unless you roll 1.
Unless you're rolling 1 on the nightmare dice you roll.
Yeah.
You don't take any points of nightmare.
I want to do a bunk. Can I do a bunk to help with that?
Describe what you're wanting to do.
I want to... Who is this person?
It's just like a person making sure that, there's basically a
Bouncer?
sign that if you're not on the list, it's $25.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I'm
we're
just
just
going to
being
be...
cheap.
Yeah. You're rolling for cheap.
I just want to...
Hey, times are hard to
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
gonna...
I got all this cash.
I'm gonna get close to him, and is it him or hers?
It's a him.
I'm gonna get up close to him, and like sniff his hair, and give him like, check the list, my beautiful sweet prince.
All right, it's still a difficulty 8. That's probably happened to him twice already.
Okay. Can I say my butthole burgers with delight?
All right, I'll give you a -1, only because of the group.
Throw your X's up. All right, so
All right.
7.
Yeah.
Morgan's sitting there. Is that what he said to Gail?
Okay, so I got 1.
All right, and you use no nightmare. Okay,
No
so
nightmare.
1 success.
Yeah.
Did you get roll any ones?
I did roll 1. Just a 1.
Did you have?
I had 2 7s.
Okay, perfect. So he goes, "Oh yes, I see. You're part of the Northeast chapter. Yeah, come on in.
Including us?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Thank you, my dove.
yes, sir. You're welcome, sir. This
like
is a
I-
Wendy's. All right, and you're in.
Come, we have a jamboree.
Pamela waddles along in her bee costume. Oh boy. I should have dressed up better for this.
I think that's the best part.
She was probably like, I didn't know I'd be going to a spooky thing. This is all I have. Oh my god. That's the best.
Waddles along in her
She's
beak.
got the antennas bouncing.
She looks like the girl from the Blind Melon.
That's-
from the Blind Melon music video.
She can't stand me saying that.
You said it every time.
No, it makes her mad. No, she's doing like
She's wearing like one of those big fat ones.
yeah, the big
Like,
fat, like a
it's kinda
whole ass
poofy.
bee costume.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
God.
it's
Like,
pretty,
the whole
that
body's of-
polyurethane
yeah.
foam shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like trying to be an accurate bee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Not
a
like
cute bee.
it's cute, but I'm saying it looks more real than it does like leotard, and I'm happen
Yeah.
to
It
be
looks
wearing
almost
it.
like you were a bee mascot for like
Yeah,
the local
almost.
high school
yes.
team.
Yes.
You're so out
I'm
of...
whacking goths' capes with my stinger. Like me getting caught.
You're basically a walking bunk.
Yes.
Due to your...
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to allow it because you are so out of place in this.
Yay.
It looks so
situation.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so all you really got to do, I'll give you a -1 if you try to act in any way out of the, the serious nature of this place, So, but there are a lot of people looking at you, and they're like, "That's a bold choice."
Maybe I'm a killer bee, bitch.
Yeah.
So, the night
the Lord of
that,
Bees.
and everybody seems to be grouped off, but there is a lady that approaches you all, and she, offers you some champagne. She has a few flutes, and she's like, "Would you all like some? Thank you for coming out tonight. I don't believe we've ever met before. My name is Hilda."
No, thank you.
Thank you, my dear. My name is Lucien.
It's very nice to meet you, Lucien.
These are my
Blessed be.
I'll take the champagne, but I won't drink it.
Okay.
Blessed be indeed.
She does a little curtsy.
She's like, "Oh, yes."
My associate.
Very funny joke. I get it now. Very meta of you. Yes.
Bees.
Way to be a little bit. Did you see what I did there?
Ah, yes.
To be a little bit of a Dada representation of
Bee,
throwing the status quo.
we need to remember the importance of bees to Mother Earth.
Indeed. Well, where do you all hail from?
Morgan just looks at you because
yeah.
she's not in a good spot.
We hail from this region. We know all of the lands around these parts. All of the mysteries.
I see. So you're locals then.
That's one way you could put it.
Yes. Well, are you coming to the seance tonight?
Oh, yes.
Very good. She seems a little more interested in you now, and she's like, "And tell me, are you participating in the ceremony, or are you an observer?"
I will be observing until the time is right.
For what?
Till I can feel the spirits.
And she kind of nods and
Embrace
smiles.
the darkness.
She's like, "I hope, as haunted as this place is supposed to be, I truly hope we can make contact tonight. It would be glorious to finally have some concrete evidence to show people the truth that the Order does reach to the other side, does show that there is another plane of existence beyond a shroud."
More, you know that Ron Swanson meme where he's in the hardware store and can I help you? And I know more than you.
Yeah.
That's the look Morgan has on her face.
And she kind of sees that, and she's like, "You don't agree?"
I know more than you.
The sights.
Well, I'll have you know that I am considered a magus of the Fourth Order in our group. How do you feel about knowing that now?
Unimpressed.
I still know more than you. And it is the most unimpressed.
Oh, so you must be of the inner circle then.
My dear, the sights we've seen in this town, in this place.
Pamela nods with her antennas bouncing. Like, yeah. He's right.
Most exquisite, dark energy.
We're never going to make it through.
No, we're gonna have to finish the Halloween episode in fucking mid-November.
Oh my god.
Well, give me, you're going to roll for bullshit on that. Give me,
Well, I've seen a lot of shit.
Bullshit, I've seen a lot of shit.
I know. But, charisma plus, performance. Difficulty of 7.
Let's see. I'm gonna say, I'm saying, my nipples tingle.
It doesn't give you a bonk when it's this.
It doesn't give you a bonk.
No, it doesn't. No. What's the
You
bonk?
keep trying to do bonks on roll.
You can still
It's
say
Fuck
only
it.
for magic, but you can say it.
Fuck it, I'm saying it anyway. My nipples tingle. The sweet anticipation of the darkness.
Pamela downs her champagne because it's gonna be a long night.
All right. I got let's see, 2. Yeah.
She kind of goes, well, even this is a little bit for her. She's like, well, if you all are so familiar with the area, perhaps you would be interested in speaking today. The session on reading runes is canceled because the gentleman that was doing it couldn't find a ride. So if you would all like to
What is his mic?
perhaps maybe talk about what you know of the town and the hauntings you've seen here,
Or I wonder
we
if
would
it was
love
a
to have
campaign.
you present a session. Do what?
Who was the original presenter?
The original presenter was, well, let me go find out. And she, kind of goes off and she starts looking through the pamphlet. And his name was William Bradford. He's an older gentleman, and it looks like, a bearded Santa Claus, but not like Mike. It looks like just an older guy who's probably, just into this stuff.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like he could make it.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was like one of the Cathane,
Yeah.
like
No.
Crescent
That
was
we
supposed
told
to be
them.
up here talking about reading shit.
And you haven't seen any of your, fellow Cathane here. There aren't many left besides you guys now, unfortunately. It's one of those things where, there is an open slot now. It's about in an hour and a half.
Varric seems like something you would enjoy.
I would be delighted to speak if I may have an audience.
Oh, there
at
will
some-
be.
No. I would like to have an audience with Damien.
Oh, certainly. I think he'll be attending the speech because we had an open time then anyway, so I'll be sure to tell him about it since you know so much. I'm sure he'd have many questions, based on what you present.
And I have so many questions of him.
Wonderful. Well, I'll let him know that you're attending. He's in his private chambers now.
Do we know anything about reading runes?
No, they're saying this is going to take place. Like, since he's saying that
Oh,
you guys
we're gonna
know
talk
so
about
much
the
about this
Oh.
area, and you said you know more than her.
I do.
Yeah. And obviously this person shows up in a bumblebee outfit. So
I'm very
what's that
confident,
about?
obviously.
Yeah. So they're asking, would you all like to do a panel and discuss,
Oh.
Oh, I have to do it too?
or be in the audience. You don't have
Okay.
to be up there. It's whoever wants to.
I knew Varric would want to.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And somehow
I'm
maybe you
absolutely
could
doing
convince
it.
them not to summon things here because it's too dangerous or some shit.
It
So
seems like that
Varric's-
might be an opportunity. To
So
do
Varric and
Yeah.
Morgan are going to be... Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. Is there anything you would like to do before that hour or so passes?
I'm getting more drinks.
Okay.
Are there any chicken burritos? Or is there any food?
There are hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. There is a
There's that bar.
snack bar that they have as well.
Do they have that bar on? Well, have you been to the Crescent?
It's been a long time.
On the first floor, there's a actual bar
Yeah.
area.
Mm-hmm.
And that's open for people
Yeah.
too. So,
I guess she's going to be walking around in her
bar
sparkly
foods,
goth.
I'm supposing.
Yeah, I'm just walking around, just getting real uncomfortably close to people. Welcome to the jamboree.
Morgan's just walking around with a ginger ale in her sparkly goth outfit.
So, you're kind of hobnobbing it, and people are talking to you. I guess you're building up people wanting to are interested in coming to your class, and some people are a little put off by how heavy the darkness is, but there's some that seem to eat it up. Probably a lot of the people that were at the hotel,
Yeah.
which as you speak to them, that brings up the fact that we need to know, do they recognize you?
Yeah.
Oops.
You are in
Oh.
in costumes, but there are 3 of you.
Well, they've been busy last
They have.
night.
And actually they don't. Yeah, they were busy
I mean, even if they
and
did
preoccupied.
recognize me, I gave them towels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
that's
on their good side.
yeah,
I'm on their
well,
good side.
and that's the thing is a lot of it is, I hate saying it, but a lot of people don't pay attention to people that are serving them.
Yeah.
And it seems that these people are no exception. Mechanically, I just rolled a 9 and a 1. So,
It's fair.
they're not paying attention to you guys much at all, and it seems like
They're too excited.
they're too excited. Yeah, preoccupied and focused. Are you trying to glean any information while you're talking to people?
Yes.
And if so, what?
We already know the ritual that they're going to use, right?
You do, from
Yes.
what you found on the internet. It is a seance, but Damien looks like he's going to be leading it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is based on a Victorian magic ceremony. But from your gray mare roll and all that stuff that it is a legit ceremony that will open. If he's had any contact at all with some sort of specter, will open a channel for it to pierce the shroud.
Okay, so is he going to be the
Conduit?
Yes.
Yes.
So the specter's going to be going into him.
Maybe.
I guess I'm trying to find out who's inviting the spirit in.
Damien would probably be the one leading it, and so he's probably the one inviting the trouble.
Okay. Just if shit goes haywire, I need to know who to hone in.
Who do you hit?
Yes.
Right.
That's exactly
That
it.
would be him.
Okay. Do we know how many people are actually going to be at the seance?
You don't.
Okay.
I mean, you could ask around, and as you do, you determine maybe 100, 150.
Where are they holding this?
Fuck.
Is this outside or inside?
It'll be inside. It'll be in that. Don't they have a dining area?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna they've cleared that out and kind of made that their main
Yeah.
conference room.
Yeah, they have like that little reception area that they would use for weddings.
Right. And so they've cleared that out and made that kind of their conference. That's where you'll also be giving your speech.
Yes.
Can we try to find some of the actual spirits that haunt the hotel and see if we can get any assistance from them?
It's possible.
Morgan may be doing that.
Brecky.
Since Varix is like
to
rubbing
speak.
elbows and
And then I'm gonna do who me, where I spend a glamour and I adopt a nondescript appearance so I can blend it better. Work some more.
Even with
You're
the
dressed like a
Yes.
fucking bee.
I know, but this will let me
They're
wear
like,
a
oh,
fucking
she's
cloak.
just a Halloween person type thing. Yeah.
I'm one of the group.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay.
Spend a glamour.
Okay.
Now
I'm
I am
sorry, I love that.
nondescript,
Okay.
but if I do something bizarre or make demands, then it goes away. Okay. So now I look a lot more normal. She's probably gonna explore. She's gonna try to kind of get a lay of the land and maybe see if she could find where Damien's private room is just by
So,
listening and eavesdropping.
Here's a question. Are there any normal people walking around too? 'Cause
Yes.
this is a hotel.
Yes, and there are what we should say people that don't appear like they're buying into the Halloween nature of this group.
Right.
That they look like they are just into this and that they're average people. But it's about a 50-50 mix, like there's a lot of just as many folks that are into it. But you've got a lot of people that are just wearing clothes like we are.
Well,
that are
I mean,
there,
is
too.
there anybody that seems as though that like they just booked a room on the wrong night?
No. This place has been entirely booked by this group specifically for this. They
Okay.
have booked the whole hotel.
Okay, so everybody here's down.
Down
Just
for it.
fucking down with
Right.
this.
so if
Okay.
shit goes real south, they kind of ask for it, is what we're getting at.
I didn't say that. That was your words, not mine.
Well, I'll just be dressed in a generic black dress then, so I don't get any kooky questions of like, "Oh, are you a 4th level magus?"
Yeah.
Or just totally nondescript.
Okay. Even though you're in your bee outfit, but your glamour's making it look like you're
Yes.
in a
And
dress.
if I fuck it up, then I'm instantly a bee again.
Okay.
That would be awkward.
That's what you should do. And I'm a bee now.
Magic.
What kind
Bee.
of what kind of
Yes.
dark magic do you wield?
Behold.
Yeah, exactly. Blessed be.
Yes.
That was great. Oh, man. So, okay. Are you guys staying together or are you
I think we're
splitting
splitting
up?
up.
Sounds like we're
we're
splitting
I
splitting
hate you all. Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
All right. That's fine. You can. So, Adam, where are you starting?
I mean, I'm just kind of I'm wandering around and I'm kind of looking for members of like this inner circle.
Okay. So, give me There used to be in one of the games, a carouse check, and that was wonderful because it was just like hobnobbing and seeing what you could find. Give me charisma plus.
Perception? Oh, charisma is an attribute. Sorry.
Yeah. Politics. Because it's a local group. Difficulty of 7.
Oh, I have that other thing. Well, I don't think that would help here. Well, I'll have to find him first.
2, 3.
3. Yeah. So you start to kind of hobnob and tell people that that you are going to give a speech now and that you'd like to talk to Damien before you do so, that type of thing. And sure enough, they do take you up to the bigger suites upstairs, and you are taken to Damien's room.
Ooh.
The guy has a shaved head and a goatee, graying goatee, probably mid-40s. Looks like he takes care of himself though. Mm-hmm. And you can see why people have latched onto this group, because upon meeting him, yes, his demeanor was, as far as Pamela could tell, very serious and kind of creepy on the phone. Once he feels like you're in on things, he warmly greets you, mm-hmm. and invites you to sit down, asks you if you'll have some wine, and, is just wanting to know about you and who you are. And says, I don't know if we've ever met on the forums or anything. But I certainly am glad that, someone local to the area is going to be able to give us some information about what we may find tonight.
I'm what some refer to as a lurker.
Well, that's quite all right. I understand wanting to observe and take in the information. I can respect that. Certainly. Well, tell me, are you planning to attend the seance tonight?
Yes.
Well, I do have, since our esteemed guest was not able to make it this evening, I do have another chair in the circle if you would like to participate.
Well, I would love to do that, and I would love to speak to you a little bit about this seance.
Sure.
I've done my own research on these matters, and I'd like to know if we can share some information here.
Well, I can't give too much away because I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I certainly, if you've been on the forums, you've seen what we've discussed as far as embodying a spirit and seeing if we can actually have one manifest this evening.
Yes. And how many times have you tried this?
Well, this would be my first for this particular ritual. But I think that is the appeal, the fact that we have the numbers in place and that we can facilitate this happening.
Well, Damien, I have experience with this ritual. I've done this ritual a few times in this land. And so I just want to make sure that this one goes off without a hitch.
And so I'm going to use, charisma or manipulation and subterfuge to lie to him and about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That you're saying that you have experience.
Essentially I have experience with this, and I want to make sure that this works. So I'd like to review what he's doing.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Because this is his first time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ooh, feed into that insecurity.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll to be difficulty of 7.
Three.
3?
Yes.
All right. So he leans forward and listens to you, and you telling him this, and he kind of goes, "Everyone, please leave for a moment." And they all kind of, shuffle out, and he, waits for the door to close, and he leans in, and he says, "You have experience with this particular ritual."
As a puka, I can't fucking say.
Well, it's a lie either way.
Yeah, it is. So, yes.
This particular ritual.
I've missed something has been missed because he's real. Just it's a lie. I just say yes.
I mean, yes. Can I just say, like, you're bringing a specter into this world.
Because
right?
Morgan would have told you exactly what she read.
You're bringing a specter into this world to embody a host.
And he kind of goes,
Do you have any experience with this?
he goes to the door and he locks it.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Okay. I'm getting killed already.
Oh, shit. Shit. It's daytime.
He's bringing out the Wraith book.
Oh,
No
no.
wonder you're mad we split up. I'm so sorry, Adam.
He's excited.
Well, let's do it.
I'm
rolling.
shit.
I'm rolling a new character, baby.
He goes, well, how did you meet Mr. Clausen? And his voice gets a little deeper. Did he speak to you through the shroud? Did he come to you in dreams? Did he look like this? And he falls down.
The fuck inspector's already here.
And standing in front of you is a man with nails sticking out 2 points of his head like horns. Eyes solid black. You can see through him a little bit. Around his body is wrapped barbed wire.
Sick.
And his face has a rictus grin with razor-sharp teeth in it.
Sick.
And razor-sharp talons. Roll for initiative, please.
I'm so sorry.
I can't have anyone leaving something to chance, you understand. Nothing personal.
Leaving something to chance?
This is my ceremony, and I'll not have one of my own ruining my plans.
He thinks you're a specter.
He thinks you're possessed as well.
Oh.
This thing is fucking stupid.
Okay,
So you're gonna take
What is it
you're gonna look at
again?
your dex and your wits. Add those dots together. That's gonna give you a number.
I have to remember.
And
this
then
at
you're gonna
some
roll
point.
you're gonna have to roll a d10 and add that number to what you roll. So I'm in this case I've got 6 dots I'm adding to this. So I'll roll this d10 and that makes a 7.
Okay, so I have a 10.
Okay, so you will go first. So I'm going to explain what's happening. He is becoming corporeal. He is crossing the shroud into this existence right now. That is happening. That is already happening, and he's coming for you. He plans to harm you. What do you want to do?
Holler at Morgan in the group chat.
Yes, text while you're running around the room.
Oh shit.
Share location.
Yes, this is exactly why I said, do you want to? You sure you want to split up?
You would think by now we would know that when you asked that.
We thought we had plenty of time.
This is going on the new Batman poster, by the way.
I know.
We have a poster of the meme of Batman slapping Robin, in mid-sentence. So and it's a dry erase, so you can write whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna use
That's
Not
true.
the
You could
logic.
confuse the shit out of this thing. Because you have Fae 4.
veiled mind.
Okay.
Is it veiled mind? I guess I could technically use veiled mind. To make everyone forget her long enough to escape her enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. But then, okay. So I also. This is gonna be really stupid, but I want to use dream logic.
Okay. You're trying to cast 2 cantrips?
No, not at the same time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be one after the other.
Okay. So
like
it'll
one
be
turn.
1. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he'll go, and then I'll.
Correct.
And so, and this guy is Mr. Clausen or whatever.
That's what it sounds like.
And this is the specter that's trying.
That's what it sounds like. What it looks
Man,
like.
We need no fucking ritual for that.
This got really short.
Well.
All right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use. I'm using dream logic to say. To essentially be like, and I want, and I'm like. Can I like have almost my voice change in a way to where I can just be like, you know, I can be like,
You ignorant fool. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You certainly can try that.
Keep your fucking magic at bay.
Okay. Yeah, he got into it. All right. Yes, you can. All right. So you're going to do that and try to stop him from doing whatever he's doing. Try to make him learn.
Essentially,
think
dream
that you're
logic.
that you're also here to be on his side.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Difficulty 9
Difficulty
on your
9.
cantrip. On your cantrip.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a willpower.
Okay.
Nightmare dice. So lower the difficulty.
To make it 8.
Yeah, I'll use the nightmare dice.
Okay, so you're
I'm
going to
rolling,
substitute 3 dice.
So chicanery for. Is it what am I? Chicanery and Fey.
Yes.
It'll be Fey 4.
And then I'm substituting 3 of these.
And you have Fey 4?
Yes, he does. He
Okay.
just bought it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use a bunk.
How about a bee walking in?
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna use.
door's locked.
Oh yeah.
And he's in front of it.
Okay, so. And my bunk is gonna be like yelling, like distorted, like gibberish, like I'm like, I don't know if that would work. Maybe not. It just has to be out of the ordinary.
Right. And in this situation, I don't know what would be... Like, you would have to be real nice to it all of a sudden and throw confetti at it or something. Like, it's not going to be...
Okay.
Like, being serious with this thing is not going to... It's not going to... Especially if you're trying to convince it that you're also a specter, which it already thinks. That you might be. It's not... Like, doing anything along those lines isn't really going to be a bunk.
Okay. So, fuck it.
Okay, so you're going Nightmare Dice, difficulty 8.
You got this. You can't botch. You spend a willpower, so.
Right.
And plus, I can't botch on, like... I can't botch on, like, manipulate. Well, this is a
This is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, damn, that one's crooked.
Reroll it.
2.
2 successes?
Yes.
Alrighty. Does he get a chance to resist this, or is it just that's the suggestion he believes?
After successfully casting, the Changeling imposes a confused, suggestible state of mind onto the target, causing +3 difficulty to any mental or social task throughout the duration.
Perfect. Okay. So that will make... Just remind me that anytime... So now we're going to roll because you're trying to convince him with what your statement is.
Yes.
He'll be at a -3 to his roll.
Yes.
So, so you are going to do manipulation plus subterfuge.
Yes.
And he is going to use wits plus alertness. So his difficulty is... Your difficulty is 5. How many dice are you rolling in your pool?
It should be 8. Manipulation and subterfuge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it should be 8.
Okay. So that'll be 5. He loses 3 dice. So you're looking for 5s. He's looking for 8s.
1, 2, 3. I got 3.
All right. So he will have to, if he wants to stop, you got 3, and you're just saying what you said a moment ago as you cast this cantrip and say this, and it's all happening at once. He does pause, and he says, "Explain." But he looks ready to pounce.
Sure.
It's like he's hearing your answer. He doesn't like what he hears. But it may be another roll again, so we'll see.
Okay.
So what are you saying to him?
Hold on. Something maybe to the effect of like, you know,
This weak and feeble town needs you.
or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever.
And he
Kinda-
goes, town, I don't give a shit about. I'm here for my prize. That's all I care about. It's going to be so easy.
Is his prize just coming back and taking over his body completely, or? What's the prize?
Maybe he wants the thing under the water.
He just, he basically stops and he just, he's like, why would I spend all the time guiding this fool to do what I wanted, only to try to redo all my work for a town? I could have hundreds tonight that I've been working on.
He's wanting all these people to be possessed? What?
He kind of, let me see if I can explain this well. I've got looking through the book, buying time, pay attention over there. Yes. Is
he wanting all these puppets for himself?
He is kind of sitting there looking to see if you grasp what he's throwing down. It doesn't look like you are, and he seems kind of disappointed at that. And he's just like,
he seems disappointed.
Yeah,
at what?
he's like, I could just have hundreds of shades to do my service, willing to step over the line when they're gone, when they finally leave, just to serve Oblivion and its purposes. They're fools. They'll follow me into the light willingly.
Okay.
So to speak.
And you brought them to this town without realizing the power that this feeble town actually holds.
It holds nothing.
It absolutely holds everything.
No. There's minor ghosts that are too afraid to do anything but play everything on repeat. They don't cross the shroud. They just... What do they call them in the game? I can't remember.
Oh.
They're just like recordings.
Yeah. Shit.
I can't think of the name, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Whoever knows more than us, but there is a type of spirit that's just basically on repeat.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of times they're just harvested for
Plasma.
their plasm. Yeah.
Look, Brecky's a little slow, but he's okay.
All right.
Well, and specters and stuff probably don't understand about Fae and anything like that.
No,
This is beyond his realm of comprehension. He's to serve Oblivion.
Right.
That's it.
That's it. And so he's like, he looks at you.
His life sight should be able to tell him that something's not.
Right.
Because he's going to shine like a beacon.
Yeah. Oh, and you do. And he kind of looks at you with new eyes, and he's like, liar. And he lunges. All right, so he is attacking you with those nasty claws. All right. 1, 2, 3. 2. All right. Difficulty 6.
Where's Dan?
3.
Yeah.
He's around if you want him. You can call him. All right, so 1 success over. It's based on strength. 3. So 2, 3.
What do I get in
2,
return on
3,
this?
4.
I
What
just gonna
is
eat
your
shit?
stamina? No, what's your stamina?
2.
2. Okay. He doesn't do much. He's going to do 1 lethal to you. It is to your human body. So, unfortunately, you don't get to soak that unless you... I think invoking the weird will let you.
Okay.
But we'd have to look that up. So, yeah, 1 lethal.
What's
And
where's
he's
that?
kind of scratched. Okay,
is
so
it
on your
bruised?
on your on
Am I
your
bruised?
health
Am I
health
hurt?
track, you're
Yeah.
gonna put an X in the very topmost box.
So you're bruised.
Yeah, you're bruised. It
Okay.
shouldn't affect you negatively in any way
Gotcha.
right now. He kind of scratches at you, as you move out of the way, and cuts through your shirt, and you're like, oh my god, it's really sharp. His hands are
Yeah.
like knives right now.
Okay. I'm gonna use Veiled Mind.
Okay. So you're gonna try to do what? He's gonna try to attack you again.
Yeah.
Or do you want to try to just get out of the room?
Well, character using Veiled Mind to make everyone forget her long enough to escape her enemies.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. That'll work.
So I'm gonna use Veiled Mind, and in the same essence, say essentially be like,
You fool, I brought you a gift. Take your fucking peasants.
Okay. All right.
I don't need you.
Okay.
or something like that,
Gotcha.
and try to leave.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like you're too weak for me to even want to engage with.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Because you can't be wrong.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
So, Veiled Mind on... And that he can resist it if he has some reason to try to remember the subject.
Yeah, and he
So-
does at this point. All right.
Okay.
But he does still suffer that -2, so he'll only
Yes.
get 2 dice whenever he tries this.
Okay, so...
It'll be difficulty of 9 still.
Can you do?
You can do nightmare dice
Willpower.
Yeah.
and the willpower. Remember, nightmare dice replace. They
Yes.
don't add to.
Okay. 3? Is
Yeah.
it just 3?
Mhm.
Okay.
And
1,
any
2,
ones you
3,
roll
4,
will
5,
add
6,
nightmare,
7,
but
8.
that's it.
On the nightmare dice.
On the nightmare dice.
Difficulty 8, and I have a willpower. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there's no way he can even attempt to stop. So he just stops and looks confused, as you leave. As you're able to unlock the door and go through, and you hear kind of a moaning. You hear "get up," and guys, you hear Damien in the back. What? And then you hear, "We have work. Get up."
I'm so glad.
Meanwhile,
Fucking swindled that dude.
Yes, you did.
You, bud.
You swindled a fucking
and
specter.
you close the door, and everybody's kind of looking at you, and your shirt's cut, and you're bleeding a little bit.
Damien needs a cigarette. He gets
What happened to you?
He gets a little antsy without his cigarettes.
To cut you? What went on in there? We heard commotion, like sound of people shouting. Didn't sound like Damien.
We were embracing the darkness.
Manipulation plus subterfuge.
Yeah.
Difficulty 8.
This is my jam, okay? Look.
So many implications.
This is called pulling it out of your ass.
Barracks is thriving.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, play to your strengths.
I got 2.
Yeah, that's enough. They're like, oh, okay. Well, we'll go check on him, okay?
Nobody wants to further inquire as
Yeah,
to what that
they're
meant.
just like, oh, all right, like they're. But some people are like, well, you better go see, and they're going back in the room. Meanwhile, Pamela,
And I'm looking for you guys now.
yeah, you're blending in, and this is all happening while you're doing your thing. What are you doing right now?
I would probably be going upstairs to the rooms
Okay,
and trying to subtly listen outside doors or any conversations.
okay. Well, as you're doing so, because we're back in time a little bit, you see a bunch of people shuffling out of a room and into a hallway. And they're all talking about, I wonder what they're going to discuss. I wonder what's going on in there. I wonder what's happening.
She'll stop.
Oh, it's okay.
And they're like, are you prepared for the ceremony tonight? Yeah, and he says it's an ancient ritual. He's discovered that us all being there, that, we have to be close, and that, to see the miracle that's going to occur. I'm really excited, but I'm also a little nervous because there's a lot I don't know, You're hearing stuff like that. Then you hear some shouts coming from a room.
Some real grumbled.
But what are you wanting to do before that?
I was gonna try to do like social dynamics and see if there were anyone in there who like doubted him.
Okay,
or
sure.
felt like this wasn't
Yeah.
quite on the up and up, and
Sure.
then try to exploit that person
Okay.
to get him to quit.
Okay.
Find it.
Any little bit helps at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having to convince a large group of people to not do something they all specifically came here to do.
Perception plus empathy or subterfuge.
Okay, it's going to be difficulty 8.
Which one should I use?
Um,
Empathy or subterfuge?
Subterfuge. Or actually empathy, because you would play on their emotions, I think.
Yeah.
It just depends on how you're approaching it. What are you saying to them?
All that this does is let me puzzle out a group social dynamic. So since I'm kind of eavesdropping, I feel like it would be subterfuge.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Which I do not have too much of. That's okay. You said what plus?
Difficulty 8.
Oh, sorry. Okay, perception. Oh, I got 1.
One's enough. So you start to see that there are some people on the outskirts kind of the group that seem a little quiet, maybe a little doubtful, but not 100. They're still here, but they're just kind of, they're upset whenever they mention that, we don't know what's going on. They kind of nod their heads in agreement, like they, are a little worried about that aspect of it, that they thought they would get more details when they got here. That, yeah, it's one thing to be mysterious before the event, but it's another to be mysterious, before we all get involved in this and know what we're doing.
I'm gonna sneak up kind of behind him and pretend I was in the group the whole time and be like, yeah, I heard about this one chapter that blindly listened to this guy, and I would not want to be there. Just kind of plant
Why?
the
What
seed.
happened?
He had ended up communing with something too dark, and he lied about it to his group, and it ended up killing a lot of them.
Killing?
Yeah.
Why? I never heard
I don't know if this is a rumor. I don't know, but I've heard whisperings of something like this.
Manipulation plus subterfuge. Difficulty 8.
Willpower.
Okay.
Pamela's like, this is totally what... It's you. You is the group.
Yeah, it will happen. I got 1.
1?
Yeah.
That's enough.
2 with willpower.
2 with
sorry.
willpower, yeah. So they're like, really? Oh my gosh. And then so they start kind of talking to each other, and it starts to kind of go through the group. And
then the yelling starts.
That seed has been planted.
Okay.
You don't have time to see anything harvest from that seed.
Yes.
Because the yelling starts. And then he comes out holding his arm, and you can see him on the other side of the group.
Okay.
Meanwhile, sorry that was so short, but you
No, it's
actually
cool.
did something very valuable.
Yes, you did.
Yay.
All right.
Yeah.
More valuable than what dumbass over here
She's
is
like,
doing.
where's the ghost?
All right.
More valuable than what?
Can I, real quick, can I see how much Morrigan understands about the underworld? Because what Morrigan's understanding of it and my understanding is completely different.
Right. Understandable. Well, you know that you can start to make contact because you've been interested in this.
Yeah.
And you've willed it into existence, but I don't think you would know much. You can do intelligence plus kinning.
Plus kinning?
Difficulty 9.
Okay.
Because that's something that's very specific to actually, being dead.
True.
The most you might know about is that you would know about the shroud. That would make sense.
I just didn't know if she had talked to any
Right.
spirits in previous lives.
Possibly, but it's But yeah, I mean, it's still one of those things, them really giving you details of what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're secretive by nature as it is because fetters. You know. 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard it mentioned. You know that there are layers to this. You know that oblivion lies at the heart of it all. And that it does go down like layers of a cake type thing. But as far as specific things like Stygia or, you know,
The dictum mortem, she wouldn't know
right,
about
all that stuff. No.
Okay. So she wouldn't be like, go get somebody because they're going to be real interested in this.
Right.
Go get the authorities.
Right. Now that wouldn't
Okay.
happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she's just roaming around like a dumbass looking for ghosts.
Okay. Well, since you're doing that, it's a very popular area right now, so it's not like the shroud is very thin here. It probably normally is, but because there's so many people actively looking and being like, "Ooh, here's a ghost," you know, it's thickened it up quite a bit.
Yeah. She's like, you dumb fucks.
But you certainly can try. If you, what's the cantrips that's giving you the ability to?
It's just Fae 4.
Fae 4 allows you to do that.
It just allows you to see. Yeah.
Right. So give me perception plus alertness, difficulty 9,
Okay.
and we'll just say that you're looking around and seeing if you can see anything.
Or if I can at least maybe warn them that something's
Right.
hoping maybe there's some kind of chain reaction, even if I don't understand it.
Right. Oh, look at you. All right, 2 successes. So, yeah, you see the balcony ghost as you're walking around, and it looks like she's getting ready to jump again.
Okay.
You know, but there are people standing around her.
Yeah.
And they don't see this, you know, so it's on the other side of the shroud that this is happening, and you're piercing it, but barely. It's like you can see it happening and not happening.
Yeah.
But that's about the only thing you've seen at this point. And the only reason you know is because she's wearing like Victorian clothes and stuff like that. Looks very out of place in this group.
I almost want to just go down to where I know she's going to land and talk to her there, but then I don't know how.
Or if it'll just be a loop and you don't,
Yeah.
you know.
Can I make eye contact?
Try to. Her back is facing you.
Okay.
Or you could go over there and, you know, try to speak to her directly.
I'll try to do that.
Okay. All right. So you go over, and she looks like she's about to jump. You know, she's kind of crying to herself and looking out in the distance, and then she's about to take her step.
Before she steps off, Morrigan just whispers in her ear. She goes, "They're going to summon a specter. If there's any assistance,
And
you
she
or your
stops.
fellows could provide."
She stops and turns and looks at you. Spectre. And then jumps. It's like it triggered a memory, but she's still in that loop.
Yeah, she's still in the loop.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right.
So then Morrigan's just kind of,
Yeah.
I guess, waiting for y'all to find her because she
Okay.
doesn't have anything else
All
in
right.
her pocket.
Well, you two have met back up at this point. You've pushed through the crowd, and you see Pamela in her bee outfit. Well, actually, a black dress now. So, and without, if she hadn't have said, "Hey, Varix," you wouldn't have even noticed her.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Lucian.
Oh yeah. Hey, Lucian. There you go.
Beatrice, you changed your outfit. Nice.
Yeah, I felt like fitting in a little bit. Come, let's find Morgana.
We have much to discuss.
Oh.
I'm still in character.
Sure. So never break character.
Yeah.
And so you go and look for her, and you eventually find her out on the balcony where some people are, you know, having drinks and talking and stuff. And yeah, she's looking out and down at the ground, and turns back, and you see them.
Morgana, come. We have much to discuss.
And she does.
Okay.
So we're just gonna try to find a
quiet corner.
A quiet corner.
Okay. You do.
Okay. And so I'm gonna say I've met with Damien. He has already been taken over by a specter
What? Shit. Then what is the seance for?
to create about 100 more of them, or for him to take over the group.
The fact that it's in Eureka doesn't mean anything to him because he's a fool.
Thank you, Lucian.
I was trying to give him power. Instead, he wants peasants.
Even Morgan's trying not to crack up at your that one. Like, this is ultra serious, but it's still.
But
can
he's
we
really
do?
he's really confused up in his room right now.
You confused him. Okay, good.
Can we go see him? He cannot start this ritual. If he's already a specter.
I managed to plant some seeds of doubt in some of the group, but I don't know
Excellent.
if it'll be enough to get them to do anything.
I'm pretty sure the wraiths that are already here are going to be useless. So, can we get back in that room?
You can try. I don't think he's gonna need to see me.
Okay. Morgan,
And plus, I have a ceremony. What is it?
Panel to
Panel
speak at.
discussion.
Oh
The darkest of ceremonies, a panel discussion.
is dude going to the
Dark
panel,
panel
though?
discussion.
Or is he going to be in his
no!
room?
Oh, he said he was gonna.
He said he would be there at the panel.
But after this, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, did he forget about the fight or about you entirely?
He forgot it. He forgot why they were fighting, but that's about it. But he still, from how you were talking, probably thinks you're another specter.
Right.
Okay.
So...
But it won't take him long to realize again that he's not.
But he probably would come to the panel then.
There's a good chance.
I'm just wondering if Morgan needs to go to his room or if she just needs to shut up and go to the panel.
I mean, you could also
Tell you much more than what I did.
I know. I just...
sneak into his room when he's at the panel.
But I'd need to fight him. Being in his room is not...
Pamela could do that. She's not going to be at the panel.
What do we need from his room? I just wanted to get to his room to fight him.
I don't know. Like, look at his undies. I don't know. Like, there might be some shit in there.
I guess you.
Maybe he's got the book, whatever he's reading from. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
Or
does the
unless he's
ritual
got it by
take
memory. I mean, he's a specter.
I mean, if it's... He probably just knows it. I doubt he needs a book. Like anybody else.
He's a curmudgeon, though. He's a real stick in the mud.
I imagine he is.
I mean, you could wait in his room and then attack him if he comes back before the seance. But
then
we
if
don't
he-
know if he does. Will.
He cannot start this ritual if at all possible.
Yeah.
He won't start the ritual if he doesn't have anybody to take over.
Maybe I should plant some weed or drugs in his room and call the cops to get him
Weed is
arrested.
illegal and is not prosecuted in Eureka Springs.
Okay, meth.
There you go, meth.
There's probably some meth around.
Yeah.
Where'd
Meth
that goblin blow
meth
up?
is also legal and will not be prosecuted.
They just a long time ago said that they don't prosecute possession of marijuana under a certain amount. So it'd have to be like gallons of weed, and I don't know if Pamela has it.
I do not.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Pamela walking around Eureka Springs looking for a drug dealer in a bee costume.
Excuse me.
Happy Halloween. Do you have some weed for Chad?
I
need a lot of it.
like about
Bags
5 tons worth of it.
Do you got that on you?
Do you happen to have a cartel with you?
Well, that's not nice. Why'd you pull a gun on me? That's
Yeah.
Excuse me.
rude.
Would you like some tea? She rode
Yeah.
away. I mean, I kind of like the idea of sneaking in his room, but I'm also kind of like, what is
He's
the
the Narcos
point?
guy. He's Narcos.
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah. I'm looking for Pablo Escobar. Is there a Mr. Escobar? Can you talk to him?
Well, I mean, I guess if you feel the need to look in his room for something, you could do that while me and Varric are on the panel.
'Cause I don't know what else I'm gonna
But
do.
if he's in the room, you could probably convince him to go to the panel.
Yeah,
also,
I can pretend to be like
because
a
you're
room
nice.
service or something. Yeah.
like you're nice enough of Spectre probably would be like, you know what, that lady was really fucking sweet. Let me just listen to her
Doubt
real quick.
that. It never goes well.
Yeah, specters are known for their hospitality and seeing things eye to eye.
It's the power of the bargain.
You know, I guess he was pretty reasonable. He did let me leave.
Because you confused the shit out of him. That's the only reason your butt got to leave.
I mean, Apple.
Like as soon as he said, "Oh, it's already the Spectre," I was like, "We fucked up." I was like, "We fucked up bad." That's why I was like, "Where's Dan? Maybe Dan could go with Varric and spread the word."
Potato, really.
I could just try to work on the group a little more.
Why
and
don't
be
you
like,
do
Did
that?
you see? The cut on his arm, he attacked him. He told me.
Oh.
So you want to just work on spreading doubt?
I think that's probably the best option for Pamela. See if people are like scattered around, sort of watching the panel.
Sure.
Just kind of dropping those seeds to make them be like, oh, we should do something. I don't know what they'll do.
Or even just leave, like, nope out. Like, this is...
Yeah.
Damien doesn't like when people who know more than he does talk to him.
Oh, well, he's really not going to like Morgan
He's
at
really
all.
insecure about that stuff.
What a puss.
He thinks his destiny is more important than everyone else's, and he just thinks that all there is to like have a bunch of like.
That's exactly
zombies.
what Giselle was like. So nothing new.
I mean, good lord, we've already dealt with this.
Shades. I think they were called shades that repeat themselves.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Sorry, that was random as fuck.
That's
Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. No, I'm glad you thought of it. And it's
He
one
did
of those.
say
It's like,
shades,
oh, duh.
so I could
yeah.
say that he mentioned.
Yeah.
You mentioned shades.
Yeah, and I think shades are shades. They're just pretty much right in the special territory pretty quick. So.
Yeah.
Because they don't. It's like they just don't.
They have no mind of their own, basically.
Right. They're just automata, and then they just. It's like they're good, and then they're evil.
Yeah, something like. Yeah.
And that's why people typically use them for plasm.
Yes.
Because otherwise they're going to go bad.
That's at least the official justification.
Right. Yeah.
But okay, so Varix and Morgan are going to the panel. Pamela's working the crowd. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we will start with Pamela working the crowd. So you're going to just kind of say the same things and plant more seeds like you were talking about. And he had the cut on his arm and what's going on. Do we really trust him?
Yes, and imply like that he's violent. Oh, sorry, I was eating chicken nuggets. Imply that he was violent, that sort of thing. Maybe a little unstable. Like, oh, watch out.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and give me that same roll you did before.
Okay. Can this one be empathy now that I've ingratiated myself?
Yes, I would allow that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And he's also done something shitty.
Yeah, and I'll make it a difficulty of 8 instead of 9. Or was it 8 before?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do 7 now. Because there have been a few people spreading the rumors at this point.
Yay, gossips.
5 successes.
Holy shit.
He's going down.
So people are listening to you. As they're lining up for the next panel, you're just out there in line. I don't know. Seems like, this is going on. And you are doing what Boggins do. You are gossiping and spreading rumors. And you can see a lot of people are having doubts whether or not they're going to go to the ceremony or not, whether or not they can trust Damien. And it's one of those things, clubs and organizations are petty like that. Little cliques form and it becomes high school gossip.
I could be the leader.
Yeah, you could. And it's working, because they're being really cliquish. And there's, at this point, I would say it's about 60-40. 60% have kind of changed their mind. There's a diehard 40% that have not. So that would probably leave like 40 or so people.
But that's a hell of a lot better than what it was.
Yeah, that a lot of people are like, well, I think I'll just sit it out and we'll just, go to start the after party early, and type thing, just, it won't matter if we were there. I was just in the audience anyway, but the people that were actually supposed to be in the inner circle, they seem a little harder to shake, but you have a substantial dent in the number of people that are going to be there.
Cool.
All right. Meanwhile, you two have started a panel discussion on what?
We're talking about Eureka Springs, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Talk about the body parts they found under the crescent.
Well, we're going to get to that.
All right.
Okay. So go ahead. There are all these people looking at you two.
Okay.
And, they don't know who you are much.
Okay.
Damien is in the audience in the back.
Oh.
Okay.
Morgan's.
Hope you don't see me.
There's about 100 people there because it was all the people that were waiting outside.
Ooh. Can she do autumn eyes on him?
Okay. Trying to glean what?
It lets me know his weaknesses.
Ah.
Now everybody's gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
That might make you more credible to these
That's
people.
kind of what I'm hoping. The changeling might identify a weak point in the opponent, adding 1 additional die of damage to her next attack. For any success rolled. If the subject of Autumn Eyes is cursed, has debilitating magic, or a great impending doom, then this fact is revealed with 3 or more successes.
So,
Okay.
for when she does this, what I want to do is I'm gonna set this up essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm starting the panel off, essentially like,
Welcome to our humble abode. Welcome to Eureka Springs. The town of Eureka Springs has had a very rich history. Many know this as a very pleasant town where not much happens. We have wonderful shops, wonderful soaps. But what people may not know
With the soap.
is the secret darkness that lies within Eureka Springs. My colleague and I have been researching, diving into the dark arts in Eureka Springs, feeling the essence. And I would like my associate to show you a little bit of how we revel in the darkness and unveil its secrets.
automize.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
I know for a fact he's a specter, because you told me that.
Yes.
So that's phase
Possessed.
4. Possessed.
By a specter.
But this is the specter's weak points that I want to glean,
Right.
not the human.
Understand.
So it'd be phase 4, right?
Go ahead and roll the spot to see if the specter is in him right now.
Okay, so perception.
Before you do this.
Okay,
yes.
perception plus alertness.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's difficulty?
Difficulty of 8.
Okay. Willpower.
He is not currently being skin ridden.
Don't go in that room.
She didn't. She didn't.
I know.
No.
But don't even think about it.
I'm still gonna cast Autumn Eyes. Because if I get enough successes, I can see what's like. Are you about to go down
Right.
to the person? Now that's
What do you mean by that?
if he has an impending doom. If I have 3 successes, I will
yes,
see it.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna have to cheat. And
Plus, I just gave out the audience.
what is he gonna be on
attention.
actor?
He'll be on actor.
Yeah, I know, but what level?
Shit. Monica, give me your book. I can do this quicker through a book than I can on the PDF.
Because I'm gonna have to cheat in some glamour because I only got 2 in actor.
Yeah. It will definitely be higher than 2.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Real quick, those cantrips that I was using, do I need to check off a glamour for each of those? that
Were
I
they
used?
chimerical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then no.
No. Weird, yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, they were just chimerical.
Then
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Alright. Let's go to this. Okay. Alright. So we are looking at actor. You would need 5.
I'm not cheating in 3 glamour. I only have 4.
Okay.
So I'm not doing Autumn Eyes. Instead, I will cast Seer's Wisp.
Okay.
Does that have any kind of a,
It does if you have a low enough banality.
so people can see it?
Or I could do Omen, and then I could just...
I just set you up to do some kind of visual trick.
I
Yeah.
understand
don't-
that.
Don't make me look dumb.
Yeah, you're embarrassing me in front of the wizards guy. Man.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll cast Omen so I can see maybe what's going on track with this stuff. When she does it, she'll put her hands in her eyes and she'll knock her contacts out. That way when they come up, her eyes will be red.
Okay.
Because they look green right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's that.
All right.
But I've got 4 glamour. I ain't spending 3 on this.
Okay.
It's chimerical, it's Omen, it's Soothsay, and I guess, can I cast it on us?
Yeah. But that's going to affect what
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I just
So-
want to see how we're doing.
Oh, okay. To see, here's how you could cheat it. You could see what would happen if you went to the ritual.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
Like, that's a way to work around it.
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's phase 4. it's my affinity.
Mm-hmm.
So
-1 to the difficulty.
okay, what's the difficulty?
A difficulty standard of 8.
Okay,
So it'll be a 7 now.
7. I'm gonna spend a willpower so I don't botch.
Okay.
Okay. Four successes with my willpower.
Okay. So you see that if you both go to this ritual and that you didn't intervene in any way, shape, or form, that there will be about 40 people or so there with you, that the doors will shut. They will be locked from the outside by a couple of acolytes who were told that it was for the safety of the people outside the room. And that this specter will start with passing out drinks to everyone for the ritual.
Oh my God, it's Georgetown.
Yeah, Jonestown.
Jonestown,
yeah.
sorry.
He is going to hand everybody poisoned wine and kill them.
So he can harvest their souls.
Damn.
Sick.
But, the wine is part of the ritual.
Right.
Midnight Mass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rat boys.
Which I thought of this before we saw that, and I was like, damn it.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
To the people that...
Okay. So Morrigan sees this, and when she has her hands in her eyes and he's jibber jabbering, she does flick her contacts out.
Okay. All right. And everybody,
When her eyes open.
Yeah.
We've already distinguished or said that you're working the crowd
Has worked the crowd. Yeah. They've
Yeah.
already, are you in this conference right now, Monica? Have you gone in to the panel as well?
I don't know if that's where the doubters were. Yes.
Yeah, they've all gone in, but
I for some
Doubters
reason I
and-
pictured it like standing room, and that's how I was.
no,
able
they're
to
chairs and
move
stuff. But no, they were waiting
whisper.
for the door to open to go in.
So these are the hardcore people that are still...
both.
Both,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They still got things they want to do at this convention.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just they're doubting whether or not they're going to go to the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're in the crowd to back me up, I think I'm just going to call his ass out.
Okay.
Wait,
Wait, what are you gonna say? Yeah, what are you gonna say?
I know what the ritual is, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen what I've seen in my vision.
Mm-hmm.
So when she opens her eyes and she sees the red, she probably does put on a little bit more of a show, but then she zeroes in on Damien.
Mm-hmm.
And how does she word this? She's not gonna lie.
This man will kill tonight. Some shit like that. Because that's what you saw.
Yeah. She points to him and she goes, "You serve the powers of darkness that you do not comprehend."
Everybody starts to,
I'm
murmur.
gonna gasp really loud. Just to make the drama kind of come up.
Okay.
She goes, "You seek that which you do not comprehend, that you cannot control or contain. You are nothing more than a puppet, and you would drain the souls of your most devout."
And everybody starts to do that too, just like,
Okay, good.
this is and then some people, this is a harsh accusation. How dare you? Don't talk about Damien that way. And the
You
room
saw
is
her
just
eyes?
a
You
room is
saw?
just a murmur, and then other people are saying that too. It's like, she's channeling, and like, everybody's like, there's just a mix, and it's chaos right now. And then Damien from the back of the room speaks up, and he goes, "Stop!" And everybody kind of,
Oh shit,
He
he's
goes-
right behind me.
he goes, "I would like to face my accuser of such an erroneous charge."
Well, if you excuse me, I have a panel I'm still trying to run right now.
Oh, no, we've met, sir. You came to my room and accused me of the same thing. I believe, folks, we have some charlatans among us who are trying to discredit our organization.
I accused you of no such thing.
Well, all I know is that we got into an argument, and it looked like I could handle myself.
He
couldn't I?
attacked him. Look, his shirt is ripped.
And then everybody's just like, and then it looks like the room's kind of divvying up at this point.
Morrigan looks him in the eye and she says, "Death is in the wine.
Okay.
Doors are locked
All right. And he
without
Here we
escape."
go.
He keeps his composure together really well. It just seems like, what are you talking about? And everybody looks to him to see, and sorry, I rolled 5 successes on that, and they see that he looks shocked and hurt by this, and like he's selling the lie, like
Shit.
you know.
Morgan.
And so that kind of, if anybody in that 40 was still on the fence, now they're on his side.
Okay.
Again.
So, quick thing. When he showed the specter, was it still through his body?
No, it came out,
It came out of him, so
yeah.
he was on the ground.
Right.
Got it.
and it's not in him now, as
So,
far as Morgan can tell.
Yeah. So, I mean, if anything, I'm saying to him, like, you know, sir.
Well, you know the name of the specter too.
I
You
do.
can invoke.
Oh,
Yeah, he said what it
Mr.
was.
Clausen.
Mm-hmm.
You start talking about Mr. Clausen because you can invoke the name of the specter.
Like, Damien, I said no such thing to you, nor would you even remember any of the conversation as you were passed out on the ground as your associate, Mr. Clausen, spoke to me.
And everybody's like, he's, you know, and everybody's just murmuring, you know, and he's like, I think I've seen all enough I want here. I'm tired of these baseless
Morgan
accusations.
starts detailing the ritual that she saw,
Okay.
and she's point by point what happens during the ritual.
Okay. Well, you lay it out, you know, the chanting, the,
Do I know what the chanting is?
it's just Latin, but it's Latin that they don't get, you know, and you don't dare say it because you know why. And
Can she do part of a phrase?
you
Just to
probably
get
don't
us
even
to-
want to do that.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, it's one of those things, knowing the specter is here,
Oh, okay.
you know.
I don't want to fight it though. Okay, but yeah,
You do.
no,
Want well, and so you
do
could, you
that.
realize as you're talking, because you've had this, that you know saying this will make it materialize. It brings it, like, it knows how to already come to our side of the of shroud. But this is a spell that will allow it to stay here for a longer time
yeah.
and get what it wants done through him.
His goal. He needs them dead though to complete his goal.
Right. And as far as Damien's concerned, this thing has promised him something. Promised him powers, shown him, you know, you can't see anything, but you know that he's been promised something. You can tell that from the vision, just because, you know, it's like, this will help me get what I was promised. And he's like, oh yes, you know.
I'm just thinking if I bring the specter in to fight it,
It might not be the best idea to do it here.
that's kind yeah. Because
I want to use dream logic on him
Okay.
again.
Well, and here's the thing. Damien will put the poison in the wine. From what you can tell, it looks like the specter is the one doing it. Damien's probably not even aware. And it's probably why he was like, that's ridiculous.
yeah.
Like, he won't even know what he's doing.
In
It
that
will
case,
be
she
forced.
corrects herself and she goes, "Your body, not you, Mr. What was his name?
Clausen.
Mr. Clausen. A flesh, a puppet."
And he's like, I am no one's puppet. And he's like, come on, everyone, we're leaving. And
Dream
about 60, 65 stay. But, you know,
I
that
can't
30.
dream logic him.
Well, there's a murmur, and you'd have to shout over the group. It's going to be hard to hear. You could try.
Silence!
Right.
All right, we're all deaf. Sorry, audience.
Yes, volume alert on that
Yeah,
one. But
well, it's a
sorry.
little late.
No, I'm trying to host a fucking panel here. And I got derailed by a goddamn heckler.
All right.
You know, I have the mic.
Okay.
That's true.
All right. Okay. Well, at this point, everybody's just kind of like, you can tell they're just milling about, like they feel like this thing's already broken up and they feel awkward staying here at this point. But what are you wanting to dream logic them to do?
I'm dream lodging them to stay.
Okay.
To sit their asses down and listen to my fucking panel.
Okay.
Oh my God, Barrick's just
All right.
wants to run the fucking
All right.
panel.
Okay. Well, that would keep them all in one spot away from
Yeah,
the specter.
yeah, and then yep. Oh, do that, and then me and Dan will go make a trip.
That's what I was gonna do.
Or you and Monica, too.
Yeah,
Huh?
You could help if he materializes. You could burn him up.
yeah.
Okay.
We all know that worked with Vicenta. Sizzle, sizzle.
I need to do this on. So what's
it's for the group. It'll be a difficulty of 9 standard.
what's the realm?
It would be actor, and it would be 5 in that. So you would have to spend 3.
He's associated with him though, and he's talked to him.
Well, this is a group of randos too. He's telling this to that have never, and some of these people had never seen him before this thing. He's trying to tell everybody in there.
But couldn't he just do that with seeing?
He'll have to do that with scene and actor because he doesn't have complete strangers as a realm.
But like if he gets, I thought he was trying to get
Can
Damien. To sit
I'm
down.
really wanting to. I want to point it at Damien and essentially say, you know, please have your people sit
I
down.
See. Okay.
We're going to finish this panel.
Okay. All right. So
because if he does it,
sure.
everybody else
Well, that'll be
will.
3 then.
Okay.
Actually 4, because he doesn't like you right now.
That's fine. I'll
yeah.
cheat a glamour.
Okay.
Is it 1?
1.
And then I'm not rolling that. Am I giving myself an extra dice too? Because I have 3 actor.
No, you don't get the extra dice. You just cheat in what you
Got it.
the realm to be able to do it.
Willpower.
Okay.
Do you want to do Nightmare?
Yeah.
All right. So that'll make it difficulty 8.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, 6.
So he stops and he just kind of. As long as you stop your baseless accusations of me, we'll listen to your panel.
Please, sit down and try not to derail my panel.
And he's just like, everyone seems confused. Why is Damien sitting down at this? Some of his group are like, "Come on, Damien, what are you doing? You know, why are you doing this? Stop. You know, like, let's go. This isn't worth it." And he's like, "Oh, hear what he has to say. This is amusing, if nothing." And they're just all kind of okay. Some actually just leave because they're just too awkward. But it's only a handful, small handful. The rest of the people are kind of like, you know, milling about and looking confused, and some are sitting down and waiting for you to start. So
I leave. I just
you're sneaking out. Are you sneaking out with her?
I don't know. I kind of want to stay because I don't know that the specter isn't in him right now, do I?
She could whisper it to you, tell you. But that's up to you guys.
I mean, she probably would. I mean, she might have texted her from the thing and
That's
been like,
true.
"He's empty."
I don't know what that means, so I guess whatever you do,
she
she'll
might
do.
text you and be like, "Where's his room?"
Oh, okay. Then I'll go out and I'll show you.
Okay. All right. So the 2 of you head to his room.
Making sure no one's following us, obviously.
Some people are, but not like deliberately. You know, they just happen to be
because I
going
figured
that
they
way.
might gravitate towards there.
But most people are just going back to their rooms. Mm-hmm. It gets to a point where people aren't watching the hall, and you could go into the room after a time.
Then yeah.
Is it locked?
It is not.
What? What are we doing?
Searching for a specter, I guess. Actually.
Okay.
And I may, if we don't see one in the room, I may have Dan circle and see if he can spot it.
Okay.
Can they not be
so he
invisible?
comes in from
Like,
outside.
is it going to be
and you call him,
visible?
and he comes in. He's like, "Well,
Okay.
and he's starting to look. Okay, so you guys can give me, and they are invisible, yes. And I mean, she can see through
Okay.
the
It
shroud a
was
little
very
bit,
uncomfortable.
but all right. So give me perception plus alertness.
Okay.
Monica, you cannot do it because you don't have Fae 4.
Okay.
If you did, you could. But
Okay. A willpower.
yeah, all right.
Difficulty what?
Difficulty of 7.
Okay. 1 success.
There's a wine decanter
Uh-huh.
next to the bed. And as you're looking, you're not paying much attention to it. But then as your hand rests on the bed to turn and look somewhere else, you stop. And you realize that that's the decanter they're going to serve things in. More to the point, there's a set of eyes right under the bed watching you, very aware that your hand is near that decanter, trying to stay still, thinking that you don't see it.
Okay. I can fight this thing. My sword should be able to hit it like it would any chimera, right?
If it's corporeal. Well, yes, it should. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, because I'm trying to decide if I want to summon my own help or if that's no bueno. because I don't have a bajillion nightmare. I have 3 in the art that I would use if I unleashed. I probably would not. I don't think I want to do that. I think I've learned my lesson on that.
Okay.
Could I use Illuminate to try to see it?
What does it do?
It says, reveals anything hidden or obscured.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Okay.
I'm going to cast
Difficulty of 8.
the.
And it's a cantrip. Is it chimerical or weird?
It says both.
Ah.
Or either or.
It
So
depends on what you're.
it would be chimerical in this instance because it's on the other. No. Yes, it would because it's on the other side of the shroud.
I don't know what to roll. I don't do all this.
Okay, so
Okay,
how many?
sorry.
What's the dots in that art?
2.
The highest dots you have in that art.
Oh, this is 4.
So you'll roll those 4,
Okay.
and it will be. You're doing it on the room, or okay. So that would be prop.
I have 1 prop.
Okay, so you'd have to cheat in. You could do it on the bed itself because she's looking there.
Yeah.
So that would be localized. So that would count. But you could either cheat in the next level or cheat in. Let's see. There's a lot of rules in this game today.
I don't have to do it. I mean, if
No.
she sees it.
Just cheat in. It's a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cheat in scene. And
Oh, I don't have any. So
I know,
just
but
one?
that's just one glamour.
Yeah. Because the first
Can I
level of
get
scene
one
would be the
more?
room.
Okay.
Yep.
I got a 10.
Okay, and no one. So
Nope.
that's one success. Yes,
Okay.
you look and see what she's staring at.
Do I see the
And-
decanter?
And then you see
Do I
that the
realize?
mouth grows
fuck.
and grins. And
Um.
it starts to climb, claw its way out of the bed, in like this jerking motion, and like that sped up, quick thing, and it's like
I could purify the wine.
You can purify him.
Would that work?
He's pure evil.
Objects and inanimate material have all impurities and contaminants removed. The
Damn it.
effects
Okay.
on changelings, mortals,
That would
and
have been
other
way too
creatures
powerful if they had not
depend
put
on
that
the
restriction.
circumstances.
Is the stuff even in it though? Like, is the poison even in the wine?
you
yet?
don't know.
Oh, I thought.
You could try to sample it and find out. I mean,
Oh,
No,
no.
I'm just gonna dump it out.
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Um,
So
In the
roll
mean-
for initiative.
In the meantime, I'm having a wonderful panel.
Everybody's
You
listening
hope
to your
someone's
stories
It's
about.
filming
It's
it.
going great.
Yeah, you are bullshitting just straight up about the ghosts and stuff, and
Yeah.
like making up all kinds of stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't hear about that."
Exactly.
You know.
Varric says,
I've pulled them back over to my side.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're all engaged.
Yeah.
Even Damien's like, wow, this is really interesting.
He may not do that, but he's still at least listening.
he
to
doesn't
you.
want to admit it, but
Yeah.
he's thinking.
All right.
He likes it.
Look at your dex plus
I
wits.
got 11.
11.
15.
All right.
Damn.
Yep. So it will be you, and then him.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
So he's planning on, since he's worried about you because you're the closest, and
Yeah.
he's crawled out and he's hovering over you. You know, he's about 7 feet tall at this point.
Okay.
And
I think my bee costume is back.
Okay.
I'm sneaking around. and shit.
okay.
I'm gonna dump the decanter out on my turn.
You'll have to reach for it and try.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
If he
am-
sees you doing that, he may. You know.
Yeah.
Kill you.
He's definitely guarding that thing.
Oh,
I'm
But you can try for it.
then I might purify it if I can't reach it.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be this, because we can always dump it out after he's dead.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to do confounding coils.
All right.
It says the subject of this cantrip is granted grace. Blah 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 blah. All attacks directed against the subject increase their difficulty by 2 to a maximum of 9.
Okay.
And it lasts 1 round per success rolled.
Okay.
So now, wait, what's his claws made of?
His claws,
Yeah.
they're real now.
Yeah.
And
Are
They're
they?
not iron, are they?
no.
They're not cold iron.
No.
Okay. I'm just asking because
Since he had nails, yeah, that's
well,
fair
just
guess.
because it's ineffective against cold iron, so I don't want to waste.
No.
If
I
it's
wouldn't be that malicious.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fucked.
Okay.
Now that the nails in his head,
They're cold iron.
that he don't know enough about us to
No.
know to headbutt us. So, okay. So I'm going to use time to extend.
Sorry, you're on the back fence for a while, Adam.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I almost got killed in the beginning, anyways.
You're like, I'll sit it out.
I'm respending my willpower.
Mm-hmm.
It's chimerical, so no glamour. Okay, so what's the difficulty?
Difficulty, if it's a cantrip, would be 8.
Okay.
At 9, actually, because of his banality.
Okay.
Which doesn't seem to make sense, but when you think about a specter...
No, it does make sense, actually.
Yeah.
So, actually, I'm not going to do time. It's affinity, so that would be back at 8.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm casting it on myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cheat 3 nightmare.
Okay, so 7.
Yes. Okay, so difficulty 7.
Mm-hmm.
Willpower. 4 successes.
4 successes, so you'll have 4 rounds of this.
I'll have 4 rounds of it, and the difficulty to hit me is by 2 per success.
Okay.
I think. Hang on. Yeah, to a maximum of 9. So
Okay. All right.
2, 4, 8. So just 9.
Yeah.
It's 9 to hit me.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. All right.
Made that way more difficult than I needed to.
No problem.
Sorry.
All good. Okay. Well, he doesn't know all this is happening, so he's still coming for you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the idea.
I'm gonna purify the wine.
Okay.
So would it be a prop?
Yes.
I have 1 of that.
And that's fine. That's enough.
So 4 for my pyretics and 1 for prop. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm gonna do a willpower.
Okay. It's difficulty of 8. If you're affecting the wine.
1, 2, 3 plus my willpower is 4.
Yeah, and he senses something when you do that. And he just bares these sharp teeth, and his grin grows to almost to his ears, or his sneer grows almost to his ears, and he's furious.
Yay, I saved the people.
It looks like he's pushing and clawing at you to get you out of the way to get to you because he's pissed that you did that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Not the bumblebee.
All right. It's just pure anger at you right now. But
he can
he's
try to get
still your
around me.
target. Well, you're still the target.
Yeah.
And he's not going to break it. So.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go.
That's a lot of dice.
He still succeeds.
Yeah.
Only 1. So it's not extra. So there's that. All right. 2 lethal.
Okay. We can't soak, right?
Can't soak on your mortal body on this stuff. Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Did Dane come back?
He's still looking around for a ghost.
Okay. Shit. That was a bad call on my part.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll roll to see how many rounds. Okay. All right. So new round. Roll again.
Are we doing it each time?
In this case, yes, because you outnumber him.
Okay.
And it needs to kind of go back and forth, if possible.
I got 11 again.
Okay.
I got 11.
He got 16.
You go first, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Alright.
I will say declare first, right?
Yes.
I guess I'll engulf him.
Okay. That's good. All right. You're going to light his bitch up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna nightmare the hotel down, but then there's less competition.
Fair enough. All right. What are you doing, D?
He gets slashed.
Okay. So
Because I don't leave anywhere without my tripod.
Yeah. So you cutting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's coming for you.
Okay.
Because, he's pushed since he got a success, he's gotten past you. And is, just, mouth open, claws going. So, do you want to change what you're doing, or you want to go ahead and burn?
Probably burn.
Okay. All right. He's coming for you. 2 successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extra. 2 lethal.
What does that mean?
You're
X
X
or-
2 X's.
Okay. So I'll be at a -1.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So y'all remember both of those
Yeah.
for you that, and he's just, screaming, just, I kill you. And he's on top of you right now, just raking you. And you're trying to, he doesn't notice the little kindlings starting to try to form on your fingertips. All right?
Okay.
All right. But I also need you to do something for me right now, too. I need you to roll willpower.
Okay.
because of this truly terrifying nature of this creature.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before.
Right. And D, I need you to as well.
I probably should have.
Well, yes, but you weren't really fighting with it at that point.
Right.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty 6.
Okay.
The pure terror of what this thing is starting
Oh.
to sink into them.
Gotcha.
I got 2.
That's enough?
I got 1.
Okay, that's enough. But,
Yeah.
but you're shaking.
I
you know.
had 3 successes and 2 ones.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I got real close.
Yeah, and
to
so,
having an issue.
like you're terrified, this thing could kill you all. It's not play. It's not, I'm going to forget stuff for a while.
Well, she's pregnant, so
and
yeah.
and this is real, and you see your friend bleeding
Yeah, this is
real
your
blood.
first fight pregnant.
Yes.
First fight in a long time against, besides the fight with the, against the Thalane, where this is affecting the real body. It's been chimerical creatures for a bit, and this has a few higher stakes,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yes.
All right, so
Probably should have unleashed, but oh well.
it's okay. It's your turn.
I will hit. Dex plus melee, right? Okay, sorry. I just couldn't
It's okay.
think about what I needed. I'm spending a willpower. What's my difficulty?
Difficulty is 6 because he's
Okay.
not trying to stop it.
Oh, I'm -1, so I take a dice away,
Yep,
right?
that's
Okay.
right.
3 successes.
Okay. So what is the strength of your weapon? What damage does it do?
I have it written here. Hang on. Okay. What is diff?
Difficulty?
Difficulty. I don't know. It's 2-handed, so it's 8 on diff. Damage is strength plus 3.
So you were looking for 8s. Do you still have your dice?
I don't think that's a difficulty though.
Oh.
That's not what that is on a weapon.
Well, 2-handed makes it harder to swing, but it does more damage. Does it not? I think.
I've always had 2-handed.
Hold on, wait.
Or maybe it is.
Yeah.
But what was my difficulty that I just rolled?
It would have been 6, so you're looking for 8s instead.
I got to re-roll because I don't know
Yeah,
what I
she-
rolled.
Okay, that's
Or
fine.
die
Just
for
re-roll
it.
it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've always-
that's why we put that. It's
Okay.
harder to hit with, but it does way.
Okay,
it hurts
because I've
way more.
always used it.
One-handed and stuff. So.
I thought it was more difficult to use it one-handed. That's what we decided.
Oh, that's it. Yes, it's difficulty 8 if you use it one-handed.
Okay, so it's difficulty 6.
Yes, so it'll just be what we said.
Okay,
That's right.
okay,
That's right.
so it's- okay.
Yeah, triggered my memory.
Sorry.
So we're good. No. That's fine. I forgot too.
I need to clarify that later.
Yeah.
Remind
yeah,
me.
if you use it one-handed, it's difficult.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
It's strength plus 3 is the damage.
Okay, so how many dots you have in strength?
4.
So it'll be 7 dice.
Okay.
Plus you got 2 over what you needed, so additional, so 9 dice.
Okay, and
Do you
then
have to -1 for this?
No.
and then if I roll 10s, I get to roll them again because it's mighty blows is my specialty.
Yes.
I didn't get any 10s. What do I need?
It's 6.
Okay. I got a bunch though.
What are specters like scared of?
Oblivion?
Not really. They like it.
They love
They
it.
want to bring more people down to it. Not a lot.
7.
Ooh!
7. Okay.
I don't add it, do I?
No.
Okay.
That's just the number of successes you got.
Yes.
Okay, so he can soak too. Yeah, and he does. All right. Cause ghosts.
Yeah.
All right. But you see just this ectoplasm dripping from him, and
On me?
it hits the carpet, yeah, and it's on you and stuff. Like he's stabbed through. You stab through him, and he just and like goo just goes all over Pamela.
Ghostbusters me?
Yeah, Ghostbusters
Oh,
you.
so this morning was an omen.
Oh no!
Pamela had her own omen.
But it begins to like dry up and fade as it,
Oh, okay. Good.
it doesn't last long.
I
It's
mean,
just
that's what the other stuff does too.
Yeah.
Okay.
or makes your hair stand up like something about Mary. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pamela, your turn.
Is he still on top of me?
Uh huh.
So if I engulf him, I will. I'm touching him, so I will get burned as well.
Possibly.
And it's going to be at 1 aggravated damage per round of contact. So I think I'm just going to engulf him because I know I can't push him off. But maybe when I set him on fire, Morgan can be like, oh shit, and grab him.
Yeah. Well, since he's got you grappled, it'll be a difficulty of 7.
7. And I'm at a -1. So I
minus
take
1 dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if I get to go before him and you again this next round.
Oh, wait. You're attempting a cantrip, so it'll be difficulty of 9.
And it's Fey. I would need Fey 4.
Yes.
Yes.
I have 2 draws. Can I do that?
Yes, you can.
So -1 would be this. And you said difficulty 9?
Uh-huh.
You can do
willpower.
You could nightmare dice it.
and
too.
nightmare.
What does that do?
Lowers the
Trade
difficulty.
3 of those. Trades
Okay.
lowers difficulty by 1.
I've nightmared pretty much everything this
Yeah,
game.
it's good. It's just that if you're rolling 1s on these, you get points of nightmare for each
That's
one.
fine. I got a thing to remove it. I just always forget about it. I'm still doing my willpower, though.
Okay.
So now it's at 8.
Uh-huh.
Is this a 1?
Yes.
Okay. Let me mark that before I forget. I got 2 10s in my willpower, but also this 1.
So 2.
2.
2.
So
You got
You
how
should
many successes?
2
3 minus a 1.
-1.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were saying you had 3 on the dice plus 1.
The
Sorry.
number of turns the target of the cantrip burns. So
Okay,
he's going to burn for 2 rounds.
All right. How much damage does he take?
1 aggravated damage per turn. So
Okay.
it'll just be 2.
All right. So, yeah, you light him up, and he's just, screaming and, just going wild and like, looking at you both, and he might try to divide attacks against you next turn.
Okay.
Because he's just a cornered animal, and all his plans are being,
Yay.
burned in front of him. All right.
Is yelling free?
Yeah.
Morgan yells at you to get Dan.
Okay.
She can't really right now because he's on top of her.
He might get off. He
but-
might attack
Well, I mean-
you.
All right. Round
If-
3.
if I tell her, though-
Roll again,
Yeah.
everybody.
Now I know what to do when I get up.
I rolled really bad. 6.
Oh.
10.
Okay.
9.
He'll go first. You'll go second. You'll go third.
No, she got a 10.
I got a 10.
9.
Oh, okay. So second, third.
Uh-huh.
All right. So tell me what you're doing, Monica.
If he gets off me, I'm gonna look for Dan. If he does not, I will engulf him again if
Okay.
I'm allowed to.
All right, sure. All right.
Do I take an aggravated as well since I burned him and he's on top of me?
No.
Okay.
No. If he's because he's kind of getting up and moving
Okay.
and stuff. Yeah.
If I grapple him to pull him off, can I poison him at the same time? It's a touch.
Sure.
Okay.
It'll be, since you're trying to do 2 things, though, it'll be difficult, and you'll have to split your dice among them.
Is
But
grappling strength or dex?
Yes.
Probably.
Grappling is dex plus strength plus brawl.
It's strength plus strength plus. I may actually just grapple him off instead of poisoning him. I can always do that next round.
Okay. All right. So you'll try to pull him off of her.
Yeah, because I have a better chance of if it's strength plus brawl, I've got a really good chance
Yeah.
of doing it.
All right. So the shark mouth opens impossibly wide, and he
Great, it's a red cap.
and he looks at Pamela, and it's just like, and like this shriek comes out of his mouth. And you smell like this rotten grave breath come over you. And it looks like he's going to try to bite your face off.
Oh no! I need that.
All right, so 1 success above, or that plus 1. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lethal as he bites into your neck.
Are you incapacitated?
I'm crippled.
Yep. And she's bleeding badly, and he's just brutalizing her right now.
Do you think Dan would have already made a round or 2 and came back by now?
Dan,
Yeah,
I rolled.
can't get
I rolled for
Dan.
how many rounds it would take him to get here. He will be here next round.
Okay.
If you want to metagame a little bit.
I have to just so my anxiety goes down.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he can heal you.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't, so
Right.
that's why I'm.
Silver lining, I am killing it.
You are.
Yeah, everybody's.
You're booking new conventions.
Yeah, it's like
left
cutting
and
between.
right.
You're like giving this impassioned speech.
Yeah.
Pamela
There's this
bleeding out
dramatic
on the
music,
floor,
and,
getting her
and
ass
everybody's
kicked.
cheering as she
Yeah.
gets bit in the neck.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so
You're pulling him off of her.
yeah, strength plus brawl, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I lose one because of that.
Yeah.
I got that willpower back. I'm spending it again though. Okay. Difficulty what?
7.
Okay.
Sorry, 6.
Good. 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. So
Really bad on that.
he is held. You grab him, and he's, just, and you got him. He's got one hand free trying to get at you, but,
Yeah.
you've got him around the waist and, he can't bite back at you and he's just, screaming. You can feel the barbed wire digging into your skin.
I forgot I had barbed wire all over.
So you are going to take some bashing damage from that. You can soak it. There will be 2.
Okay.
So you can roll your stamina.
What's the
Difficulty of 6.
Okay, 1.
All right, so you'll take 1 bashing.
Okay.
It goes in your lowest unchecked box.
Okay. It's just a slash, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, as you squeeze him, he's just it's digging into your skin. He's like, but you're not letting go. You don't want your friend to be hurt anymore. All right.
Well, I did say that if he got up, I'm getting Dan, so I'm trying to get up off the floor.
Okay, and he does continue to burn, and it's kind of going out. So you're getting up. You're yelling for Dan. You run to the window, throw it open. Dan, Dan, Dan.
Okay.
And you're woozy as you do this because you've lost a lot of blood. All right. Top of the round,
Okay.
and you can see Dan flying up in the distance, and he will be here. He will act on Morgan's turn.
I got 10.
I got 10 too.
All right.
She can go first.
He got a 12. All right, he's going to slash and bite at you, but well, no, it was for 2 rounds, wasn't it? Your ability that you were using.
Yep. There was 4 rounds.
Oh,
for
4.
my...
4. Okay, so he will still bite at you because
Yeah.
that's the thing. You going to continue to hold him, or
I mean, I have to. I can't let him go.
yeah,
Well-
it's kind of having a tiger by the tail.
Is the panel gonna end?
I mean, this is happening
No,
in
I
seconds.
know. That's
Yeah.
what I
Too
was
good.
wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know I hate for you to be bored, but there's
Yeah.
not a lot I can do here.
Yeah.
So, all right, he's going for you.
He's
Trying
at
to-
difficulty 9.
I know. I got 1 success,
Okay.
so it'll just be standard dice roll, 4 dice. No. So he gets, but he can't quite get his claws in, and he's just reaching back desperately, All right. So Dan arrives, sees you in the window. I'm sure you want him to attend to her.
Yes.
Yeah. He begins to, he lands by you and, lands near your neck and begins to breathe his magic pink vapor on you. How much will she be healed for?
That's what I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
He's got to spend a willpower.
Mm-hmm.
He had all this back. I just didn't. It's been a week. He got it back. Okay, so he spends a willpower to invoke the weird. Healing. 1 glamour per health level.
Okay.
So how many health levels are you down?
I'm at crippled, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He
Okay.
does not have to heal me the whole way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll get you to bruised.
Sweet. Thanks, Dan.
So there's-
He's out of glamour.
No, he has 3 more.
Oh, okay.
He gets all the sweetbreads today and from now on.
Can he heal me for 1? So I'm out of my.
Not this turn.
Okay.
But yes.
Next turn, so I'm out of
Yes.
my penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So you still got this guy. What are you doing?
It's my turn.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, I don't want to engulf him because she's with him.
Mm-hmm.
She's on him. I don't know what the fuck else to do. I could maybe get Varix, but what will he do?
You could target his head or something like that if you wanted to engulf his face or something like that. It wouldn't get her.
Is there any possibility that decanter is a fetter?
I don't know.
If you get Varix, he can fuck his mind up.
In all honesty, you purified the wine and he got mad, but you don't know if the poison was in there. Would Pamela try to just knock the wine off, like maybe in an attempt to get help or something?
You could yell, break the thing to her. I mean,
Okay, well in that case,
but you have to spend a will, or you have to roll willpower or spend a will. You have to.
I never declared.
Oh, that's right, you didn't.
Yeah.
But I don't think you were going to
No.
do that.
okay.
If you
So-
yell at me to do it, I'll do it. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll do the
That's what
willpower.
she's gonna yell. Because
Well, you can roll willpower to stop it too. You don't have to spend. But
Oh, okay.
But if you would rather just
I'll
roll
roll
it.
it.
Okay. Difficulty 6.
Because that's what he got pissed off at. Was it wasn't the fact that we were there; it's the fact we were close to that decanter.
Yeah. And then I purified it and got pissed. I got a 9, 2 7s.
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
So you run over and you just grab it and you smash it against the wall.
Cool.
And he just. It sounds like 7 people yelling in an unearthly chorus.
Does Varix hear this?
And I think the whole hotel hears it.
Ooh, a spooky ghost. They're like, oh.
And he just starts to scream. And Dee, you feel him sink. And he just
No.
tries to grab hold. It's like he's trying to take you with him if he can.
I don't think he can.
Can't.
can't.
Can he? Okay.
But he pulls you all the way to the ground, clawing and scratching and screaming. And then it's silent.
I'm gonna punch Damien in the fucking face when I see him.
And Dan comes over, hops over to you, and breathes on you.
I
Heals
just-
you for the X amount.
Yeah.
And by this time, everybody's like, good job. You know, and, oh my gosh,
eating it
you've
up.
shown us so much. Eureka has so much to offer. It's such a place we should visit. We should go to 1-800-PARKS and check it out.
May even be a murderer at the reverie.
Yeah. So, you know.
You probably talked about
But
that.
nonetheless, Damien, after all this is worn off and he's done what, you told him to do, he gets up and immediately turns and, starts stomping back to his room. You kind of are all recouping when he waltzes in, and I'm sure you're probably after him. And everybody's kind of filing in. He's, what's the meaning of this?
I drop invoke the weird.
Okay.
So I spend a glamour.
Yep.
I don't roll anything; it just happens.
Nope, it just happens.
Okay, so he
You
sees.
look like you're Faye Main. Yep.
Yes.
And a bumblebee costume covered in blood.
Yeah. And there's something with the sheet with my autumn thing.
Yeah, you're unnaturally beautiful, and everybody's
And
like,
he's
oh,
like-
yeah.
I think it's that for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So he can't.
Damn.
We'll just say it is.
Yeah.
We won't
She goes up to him and she slaps the open-handed
Yeah.
shit out of him.
Okay. And everybody's just, and
And she goes, "You are a fool. You need to throw yourself down and apologize to these people and admit all your sins to them."
he just gets down and starts to sob.
Oh.
And just, I'm sorry, it made me, I had no choice, it made me. And he's just bawling.
Don't you ever fuck with these forces that you have no idea what you're dealing with again.
Everybody's like, what is she? What's going on? What's happening? It's like, she's a god.
Yeah.
It's just a goddess. Don't make her mad. What have we done? And then everybody's just like, oh my god.
Morgan's like, "Get the fuck out of this town and don't ever come back."
They
Well-
all start to leave the room and hurry. And
I'm grabbing Damien
okay.
and I'm
I'm mad.
sitting him down.
And he's still sobbing, and just can't even look at anybody.
I feel like a
And
David
then-
Lynch scene because I'm in a bumblebee costume. while this
I'm
comes
gonna
down.
use. So
Yeah.
So I can cheat in like a power if I have. I have Veiled Mind, which is dot 4. I want to use Lost in the Mist,
Okay.
which is dot 5.
Yeah, you
can I do that?
Spin the glamour.
Yeah, I want to do that, and I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna do 2 glamour because I want 1 on the Lost in the Mist, 1 on to give me seen to
Okay.
change the room.
Oh, for everybody. Okay.
It's just for him. It's just gonna change the scenery.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so I'm going to use this and I'm going to tell him, and I'm going to say, I want you to sit in the world in which you wanted to bring to this place, and I'm going to send him to oblivion.
So what you think
I
Oblivion
want
would
him
look like?
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to send him to oblivion.
Okay.
The video game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you make it basically just look like a scary, spooky, underworld type thing.
Yeah.
You
It
don't
probably
have a clue
looks like
what
Oblivion from Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just it looks scary, like scary ghost place. Okay, so go ahead and roll. That'll be difficulty 8.
Okay. All right, chicanery. Since I'm only rolling 4 dice, I assume, right? Scene.
Yeah.
Well,
scene only adds.
What do you roll your actor too? Because
Well, no, it's difficulty 9 because you added scene. You'll add actor as well. Yes.
Okay. So
You could add nightmare dice and bring it back down to 8.
is it? How many dice am I rolling? That's what I'm trying to figure
How many
out.
do you have in actor?
3,
Okay. How many do you have in your chicanery?
4,
So 7.
7. I'm using nightmare.
Okay, so difficulty 8.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Cool. Yeah, he just, starts to scream, and he's scared to move, and he's just, just terrified of the room he's in. And you guys shut him in, I guess. And,
Yep.
Yes.
Morgan puts her hood up so people
And then I'm
aren't.
gonna say, think carefully about what you tried to do, sweet prince. And then I'm gonna kiss his cheek and leave.
And he's just, just scared and huddled in the corner. Anybody else that would look in would see a normal room. All right. So off you walk.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
It's too late. The police are here. They've been called, because of what's going on. They're questioning you, all what happened, looking at you. They don't see much wounds. Like, they're like, is this your blood?
This is fake blood.
What?
She's a dead
Halloween.
bumblebee. It's Halloween.
Bumblebees are integral to the life of the earth, and they're dying at an alarming rate.
Oh my God. Okay.
Wow.
Manipulation plus subterfuge, difficulty 8. You're lying to the cops. All right.
I mean, technically, it's the truth.
It is
I know.
the truth.
I know, but. And they're like, anybody see what happened? They're like, no, but the guy that's room it is up there just
3
slithering like an
successes.
idiot.
He's having a mental breakdown.
I'm like, oh,
And
God.
he attacked
Okay.
me.
Really? Do you want to file a statement or report?
No, I want him to just sit with his with his guilt.
Well, if somebody committed a crime against you, sir, that's something they need to press charges on.
We'll take him to prison then.
Okay, well, I need a statement, and they'll take one.
Yeah.
That you can't
And-
give truthfully.
And they look at you
Doesn't
like,
matter.
yeah, right, but that
I got 3 successes.
I know, but they're still just like, okay, well, you need to get that out of here. It looks a little too real.
Okay, sorry.
That's a weird ass costume. And, it's
Plant more flowers.
kind of walking off. And so you all make it back to the reverie. In the paper and in the news next morning is just about the insanity of the night before, spectral sightings at the Crescent Hotel. It's probably only going to do good for their business to say that the man lost his mind,
Yeah.
and that there was a horrible apparition,
Shit.
and all this stuff going on. But that that it's mentioned that some individuals helped calm him down, and this.
Yeah,
Just,
we did.
and if they hadn't have been there, and like some person named Hilda is quoted as saying, if it weren't for those people coming, I don't know where they came from, but I think they were sent by the heavens to protect us this night, and all that. And you guys stopped a massacre,
Yay!
and word begins to spread among the Cathane of Eureka as to why they weren't supposed to go to the Crescent that night for the jamboree. And a little bit of light is shown upon your freehold as you all gain a reputation as being truly ones to watch after and steward. Maybe they are. Maybe they will help us. That remains to be seen.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
But until then, the trick-or-treaters begin their little jaunts and the cute costumes, and they are a little scared of the bloody bee, which isn't what you were going for.
No! I tried to get the stain. I'm wearing an apron over it. How about to cover
It's still all over your neck.
Oh, shit. I tried to wipe it off.
But it goes well, and you even get a visit eventually from Kyle with his kids,
Aw.
and they're dressed up as mechanics, and
That's precious.
and one of them's Paw Patrol,
Aw.
and he's just like, yeah, they made me. he wanted to be the dog, and I don't like that. And just looks at you and then winks. And, he's like, everything okay? I see that's a pretty big mess.
Is he saying that in front of the kids?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, costume. I changed last minute.
Well, it's fucked up. No offense, kids. Earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs.
They're so used to it, they're just like...
Yeah. And he's like, all right, well, take care of yourself. Whatever you did, I guess we'll know about it later, but should I be thanking you?
Yes.
Well, all right, thanks.
I'm going to see Gail.
Okay. We will talk about what you do there the next time we play.
Well,
but what are you intending to discuss?
It's Halloween. I assume she's not doing anything on Halloween.
Yeah. Well, and we'll do Halloween 2.0 whenever we come back and wrap everything up, because we're at 2.5 hours right now.
Oh, damn.
So yeah.
Okay.
So we will continue.
I was just gonna say we were gonna watch a horror movie or something.
Okay, sure. That's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're visiting her, and
Yeah.
she appreciates the company. You guys watch Hellraiser, and she's like, I like when the hooks come out.
I fought that guy. What? I'll tell you about it later.
All right, and FWB does kick in after the movie.
Yay!
Yay! Some tricks and treats.
Yeah. And Dee, what are you doing?
Morgan helped pass out candy until she started crying too much because the kids were too cute.
Okay.
And then she had to go lay down because it was too precious and she couldn't handle it.
All right.
And the crying lady scared them.
Yeah, it was bothering the children.
All right. So as Samhain closes, maybe a night full of tricks and treats that you all didn't expect outside of the norm, but still a boon to the city of Eureka nonetheless.
Yay.
We'll give you all 3 XP,
Yay.
and we'll talk about favorite moments. Monica, we'll start with you.
That was a shitload. Blessed be, of course.
That was pretty damn good.
And just that we all got to use our strengths against the Spectre.
That's true. Yeah,
That was
good.
fun. That was cool.
Adam, how about you?
I think when Morgan was calling him out in the middle of
The middle of
Panel.
everything. Okay. That was a good one. I liked it. Dee, how about you?
I liked the juxtaposition of Varric's just killing it in this panel,
Pamela getting killed.
and we're getting our asses kicked.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one, too. All right. Well, we will be back. Hopefully next week. I think we will. And we'll continue our overall story, getting away from the Halloween season as we move on into the time of thankfulness. But until then, it's just something to consider. In a city miles away, a lady arriving after a long drive, talking with associates about a tiny town of no significance to the kingdom, saying that she has some very interesting information she's learned there, presenting a bag and a book, and talk begins in secret, and things begin to move within the shadows and the outskirts of the courts. And the ramifications of those things may not be something to be so thankful of, but that remains to be seen. Until then, this is GM Tuck wishing you all the best and happiest of dreams, and a very spooky night.